It's time to transform your Tuesdays. What is going on, everybody? It is Tuesday, and it's time again, once again, for another episode of Do You Even Transform, bro? Do you?
Do
Do
you?
you? Do
I
you?
do.
You
Do
do.
you?
Joining me tonight is my normal cast members. My name is Eric B, and I am happy to be joined by these fellas. It's been only a week off, so glad to see you guys. I got Scott in the building tonight.
Yo.
Got Derek B in the building,
What's up, everybody?
and we got Rusty all the way up from the Hat of America. How are you, sir?
I was going to say something, but now I'm laughing at you, so now I don't know what to do. Go, Jets, go!
Jets.
All good, man. So many may be wondering why this dude has on a scarf, a hat, and a jersey. I promise you, it's not freezing yet up there, but I'll let him explain. So, Rusty, before you go into how your week was, man, go ahead and explain your ensemble.
Those of you Americans that don't watch hockey season starts tonight, and I'm super excited about it. Go, Jets, go!
And that is the national sport of Canada, right?
Supposedly.
Yeah, I mean, baseball has been long succeeded as America's favorite pastime. It's no longer that case, but, who knows?
Now that I've done my joke, I'm going to take this scarf off because otherwise I'm going to pass out over here in about 30
Yeah,
seconds.
bro, you kind of red. You kind of red, man. Don't pass out on this show.
Christ.
But Rusty, while
anyway.
you taking off your ensemble, man, how was your week, bud?
So it was good. Nothing too exciting, right? The season's shutting down for motorsports and all that stuff, right? I actually spent the weekend putting the Cobalt and the Mini away, right? Doing all the prep work so that it gets to sit in the garage and not break down or deteriorate while it's sitting there, right? Got the battery charger on it, all that fun stuff. So it's been kind of a couple slow weeks other than basically getting ready for winter. Like you said, like it's funny that I had this scarf on because I'll tell you, this morning I got up to walk the dogs and it was actually 30 degrees outside. So we're right on the brink. I don't know what the temperatures are like for you guys, but man, it's just
44 this morning. 44, buddy.
Man, not too far off, eh? But yeah, it was. I had to go back in the house and get a coat. I normally just lately just walk outside with the dogs with a sweatshirt on. When I walked outside this morning, I was like, nope, I need a coat. So I ran back inside and got that. Last couple of days have been kind of frustrating for me with I don't know how to explain or how to go into this. I mean, so as a reviewer, right, I'm constantly looking at ways that I can improve content and stuff like that. And the last few days, I was looking online, Amazon and stuff. I was like, I want to get a better way of setting up my camera when I'm doing the reviews and the product shots and all that stuff. And I ordered 3 or 4 different clamps and a tripod and just had Amazon ship it all to me. And at the end of yesterday, none of it worked out the way that I wanted it to. So that's a bit frustrating. I'm still on the hunt for the perfect setup, I guess. And anyway, that's just me being picky about stuff, and I won't bore you guys with that.
You're good, man.
Yeah. But well, I mean, so it's just angles. You know what I mean? It's about lighting and angles and stuff, right? And it's just you want your content to look good, and I'm really picky in particular about making sure that my content is good, right? And I'll I told you guys that I filmed that New Age course set, right? The Arc entrance, and I'm still working on editing the videos because I'm still not happy with the way that it looks and the way that it came out. And I've gone back and reshot some stuff and everything else. So I think I'm just being too picky, and I just gotta let some stuff go. You know what I mean? So anyway, it is what it is. What does Ricky want? Who let that guy in here?
Ricky knows. Ricky.
Creation.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Man. That is true, man.
So
Hold
the
on.
other
Hold
thing
on.
that's been frustrating is, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, I'm trying to hide it with the hat, but I have this condition called rosacea where in your skin you have bacteria, and I had this condition that flares up. Because I've been outside so often lately, it flares up when you're outside in the weather and stuff, right? And then so the bacteria that's in my skin actually gets out of control. And for me, it turns into acne, which is awesome when you're almost 50 years old. I remember when our parents told us that, you only have acne, you only have to deal with it when you're, going through your teenage years and stuff. No. I'm almost 50 years old, and I have these massive bouts of acne that show up and drives me absolutely insane. I got medication for it and stuff that I have to put on my face and everything else. And I've been struggling with that for the last week. Every time I look at myself in the mirror, I'm just like, oh my God, my skin just looks terrible. My face is red. Like you joked earlier, right? Hey, you're turning red. It's actually part of that. So
okay,
I've been struggling with that. But anyway, but that's okay. That's okay. Because like we said, hockey season has started. So I'm in my element here. I'm a happy man, and everything's going to be okay because the Jets they're going to go to the playoffs again this year, and they're going to get to the finals this year. Maybe we'll meet Detroit. I doubt it. Detroit's not a very good team this year. But anyway, you never know, right? You never know. You never know because the playoffs it's the second season, so you never know. So we'll just see. We got 82 games to go through, Derek. We'll see how things shake out, and
Detroit slander, bro.
May the best team win and all that stuff. By the way, before I let this go, I do want to give a shout out to my brother Derek B over there for his excellent job at Robit News last night. Which way am I pointing? This way? This man over here crushing Robit News last night on ETR. If you didn't catch it, go check it out on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. He was on there last night. He's in with the Jackal Squad now. Don't know how long we're going to be able to hold on to that guy, but we're going to do our best to keep him here on this show. Derek, you did an excellent job.
My thunder.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You let me go first. You let me go first, brother.
It's all good. It's
like
all
butter. It was smooth like butter.
Appreciate that, bro.
Well, since we're leaning into it, we might as well get to the man of the hour. Derek, man, how was your week?
How was my week? Wow. My week's been cool, man. Starting out the week hot, coming in hot, debuted on ETR last night. I'm now doing Robit News. Shout out to my man Brian Brink, who is, taking a break from that and taking a break from a couple of things, and prayers up to him for everything that he got going on as well. I'm honored that he bestowed the responsibility of Robit News to me, and as well as the rest of the team too. It was absolutely fun. I've done it before, but not to this magnitude where I'm going to be doing it every week. So I'm just looking forward to the work. But yeah, everything is absolutely cool. But it's not going to take me away from here though, because every other Tuesday I want to get it in with y'all still too. So let's get it. Let's go. Let's roll. Let's rock. What? Hey, that was a little crackly. I don't know. So, yeah, but nah, man. Yeah, it was truly an honor to do it, and I'm honored to be a part of the cast now, and still honored to be a part of this cast. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Did I almost say let's get it?
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. No, sir. All right, well, Scotty, how's everything in Scotlandia?
It's good. We're in construction mode in the Transformers room. Not only the collection room, I should say, because
there you go.
Because I'm building a diorama out for my Star Wars figures, and spent some time this week reading some IDW. I don't have a lot going on each day. This whole stay-at-home husband thing is just a thing. So got out.
She done got you.
Yeah. Did some biking today, and
Nice.
Came home and cooked dinner, and I'm up here with you guys.
You also did something on Saturday, man, because I know you're not much of a avid comic reader outside of what you read, but you want to talk about that as well?
Oh yeah, that quite honestly, that has been a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm not a comic reader effectively. Prior to this little thing, my extent with comics has been IDW Transformers and the Infinity Gauntlet series of Marvel. That's it. And so we decided to do this thing with Nick on his show which you're a part of, Eric. And It's effectively Nick gives me a series to read through. So the first week we did it was the JLA, kind of the initiation of the JLA 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, I think, issues, and then this last week was the Tower of Babel with the JLA. And I kind of talk through my impressions of the storyline, my questions on like, hey, why does this happen, or why is this person there, or whatever. It's just kind of like an introduction to comics for a guy that never was into them, and so it's been really fun.
Okay.
Cool, man. Cool, man. And I know people are probably wondering where our special guest is. I promise you guys he will be here tonight. He cannot get on until 8:30, so we will drop him in at that time. But as far as for me, man, my week has been off to a great start. Got some work done at work. My wife's back home, so she's back in, and family is doing good. Can't complain there. Work has been work. Got some new stuff in as well. That's non-Transformer related, so glad to get that stuff in. Our project as a show has come together, so that is ready to be presented to a certain someone, and we'll talk about that after the fact. We'll review that in November, so you guys be on the lookout. That's called a tease, people. It's called a tease.
Give him a little bit, man. Just a little bit.
Give him just a dabble. But man, you guys are in for a treat with that. So looking forward to that, man. My week is, let's see, besides work stuff, did I catch any media? Yeah, so I've been catching up on the Lord of the Rings. If you haven't been watching the Rings of Power, that show is amazing. Now, Scott, that's a masterpiece, buddy.
I need to get on that.
That's a masterpiece. Rings of Power has been freaking phenomenal. This season is what I think a lot of people felt like Game of Thrones was when it first kind of dropped. It was just like, oh my God. And so it inspired me to go back and watch The Lord of the Rings. And while they may not show up that well, like hold up that great visually in certain instances, we got to remember these are old, so they are ahead of their time. Desolation of Smaug and The Hobbit and all that stuff is probably better cinematically for what we have now. But the story is still good. But this Rings of Power, man, the season finale. Whew,
no spoilers.
So
no spoilers. Haven't seen it yet. No spoilers.
It's in 2 weeks, so you better get to moving. But the internet will spoil it.
I'm gonna get in on that at some point, though, man.
Yeah, you got to check it out. Yep, you got to check it out, man.
I've been catching House. I'm already in on House of Dragons.
Derek, you sound far away now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm already in on House of Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
House of Dragons has been pretty good. Second season kind of
not as good. Not as
good. But I'm really got high hopes for the third, so we'll see.
I agree 1,000%. So I've been watching that. Been catching up on my daughter's been watching Total Drama Island. I remember when that show first came out. So been watching that with them. And then what else have I been watching? Bitch, just been catching up on the old Ninja Turtles, man. The old Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah,
the 80s.
Yeah, the ones in the 80s.
The original.
You can watch that on Prime TV as well. Come on, man. I'm gonna find the free stuff, man. I'm gonna find these free cartoons. But that's on there. Centurions has been on there, which is it doesn't really hold up that great.
Whoa! Did you say Centurions is on there?
Yeah, Centurions is on there. Yep.
Wow, I did not know that on Prime.
That's on the WB one, the WB thing, because that's a WB property. So the Centurions, Silverhawks, they all come on the same channel with like
wow, that's what's up.
So yeah,
I'm gonna put that on my list.
Derek's got to go. List. Derek's got to go right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on my list. And, I thought I was excited to see Exo Squad on Peacock. That's got something else for my lineup. Thank you for that, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I think you're gonna enjoy them. I've been watching that. Still watching my Transformers and stuff like that, which you can also watch there. You don't no longer have to go to Tubi. You can watch them all there. They come through rotation. So you got Prime on there. You got animated. You got the old bullcrap Unicron universe, but that's a whole different story. But they got a lot of stuff on there, so it's been pretty cool. Man.
I mentioned it off on chat. Is anybody in the chat squad watching the Mr. McMahon series on Netflix? Any of the wrestling fans out there? Anybody watching that? Because it's
I only watched the first 2 episodes so far. Me and Sean will sit down to watch that.
Yeah.
And, we got to get the rest of it in. But yeah,
It's
we haven't
good.
finished it yet.
It's good. He Vince tried to actually get it pulled from Netflix before they got it up.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure
Right.
he did.
I don't understand why people agree to do these docuseries and then they immediately turn around and go, "Wait a minute, I've changed my mind."
It's because of circumstances that changed,
Well, that's true too. While
Yeah.
because they were filming it in like 21, 22, and then 23 he got sued and all the stuff came up, and then he left. And yeah.
everything.
Hey, what's with the new comment banner? Cool.
It looks
I
pretty
like
good,
it.
don't it?
I like it. I like it.
Every now and then you just gotta play around with stuff.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Wolfie's in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna address this real quick. Let's address this real quick. Because we got time.
boiling some ribs.
So
What's
let
that
me
about?
just say this: if you boil your ribs, or you even
Gross.
parboil them, meaning that you boil them slightly just to get them a little tender and add moisture to them, sir,
Cheating.
you cannot call yourself a cook. I would not eat it. Don't offer it to me, and you're very close to being unfriended. I promise you that. When I take my cooking of ribs and grilling and barbecuing very seriously, and sir, that's the quickest way to get some bubble guts. So
Is
good
that
luck to that.
blasphemy
Yeah, 'cause-
in the Church of Eric?
Oh, dude, that's
Yeah.
blasphemy in the church, in the meat church.
Because
That's
I've
blasphemy in
seen,
the meat church.
I've actually seen people like boil the ribs, and they do it in vinegar too, and then
Yeah, or
they want
beer.
to grill them. Damn right.
Yeah, listen,
Nah, man.
listen. One thing I will say is you cannot call yourself a grill house, a smokehouse, or a soul food restaurant if you boiling ribs.
Mhm.
Your card has been revoked. Good night and goodbye. Exactly. Here we go. He not wrong. Avengers Assemble is not that
Yeah.
great. However, Earth Mightiest Heroes, that's
Dope.
something totally different, man. Something totally different. That
Yes.
thing right there is like right out
Yes.
the comics, bro. Love to hear
People
it.
was
It's-
tripping
it's-
off
it's
of the
dope.
animation. I'm like, yo, screw the animation. Watch the series. Earth's Mightiest
It's really
Heroes. Dope. Yeah.
Yeah, they switched it to try to kind of piggyback off the movies and give you more of a movie feel, but
Oh yeah.
Avengers
Yeah,
Assemble
Avengers
is not
Assemble.
that great.
Because that was coming off of the strength of also
The Avengers
off
movie.
of
Age of
the
Ultron.
Spider-Man joint. Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
kind of made all that stuff together. So yeah,
Mhm.
no bueno.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, I think it is time for us to figure out. And I'm moving around. If something still holds up, let's see. All right, Derek, if you can switch on the cam or whatever you're gonna do, I'll let you take it away. We'll enlarge you, so to speak.
Not gonna do a secondary cam for this one. I'm gonna just bring it right on over here. So we're gonna talk.
right.
We got everybody's been hearing what we're gonna be talking about tonight, but tonight we figured that we'll bring something in here that we want to juice up the flow of that topic, and we're gonna see if this still holds up. Toy World Constructor.
Oh boy.
All right. So, this, and I'm gonna say this right off the rip. I am never getting rid of my Toy World Constructor.
Really?
I worked
Oh, wait,
very
people,
hard.
He has two. He has two.
I had 3 and I got rid of all 3 of them.
I worked hard to get this one,
Yeah.
and I got it. And this is the perfect effect
Yep.
edition that came in the big box. I didn't get.
Yeah.
I missed
What
out
was-
on the first.
What
run,
was different
so,
about this than the original release?
So
The color
the
scheme?
Color scheme's
Uh,
different, yeah.
I actually forgot. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
I can tell you.
So,
So that
okay,
one
go ahead.
there it has the more G1 cartoon accurate colors. Like the
Yeah.
purple is more
There
tune
it was.
color. It
Yeah.
does come with the thigh replacement, so you don't have to have the gray, but it's more tune colored.
I was gonna say
Um,
gray thighs are not tuned, right?
Yeah,
No.
correct. So that's more, I guess, toy accurate or studio accurate. But that it makes it more tune accurate there, and he has the cell shaded one too that is pretty darn awesome.
I also
the
have
cell
that.
shaded
That
one
is
is
my
up there.
Devastator.
Cell shaded one is up there.
I love that thing.
Yeah,
It is not.
and like I said, worked hard to get this one, man. It took me a minute, but I finally got it, and then I won that one. I won the cell shaded one in a raffle. So
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
yeah.
Put it in. I know he's a freaking walking rabbit foot.
But yeah, so does it still hold up? So let's see. This version came out, I want to say 2017, 2016, 2018, 2017, I want to say it came out. This particular version. Before that, the original one started releasing around 2014, I believe. So at this stage, this one is about 6, 7 years
7.
old. Yeah, 7 years old.
Yeah.
And,
You're sounding far away again, Derek.
This is you might have to pull it over.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, how's this? Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
So yeah, this is about 7 years old now, and it's still tight. I hold it purposely this way because
Yeah,
if
be
you do it
careful,
anywhere
bro.
else, everything's gonna fall back or fall
because
or
it
whatever.
falls over.
Yeah, the ab crunch, is still there. When I absolutely needed to have that ab crunch.
Does yours click still?
Mine's
Okay,
still-
all right.
it
I was about
clicks
to say
everywhere.
maybe that's part of the mold degradation because I know at some point these things
Mhm.
started to not be that great.
Yeah, this one also came with the drill hands and all that too, and the
Mhm.
different head face to it.
Yeah, more G
Yeah, because that was the those
non-visor.
particular pieces was based off of the Transformers Devastation. They had it on Transformers Devastation,
Hmm.
the
Well,
video.
that came from Studio Ox.
Well,
originally.
it was
That's
Studio
where they
Ox,
got
but
the
they actually had it in the actual game when he
yeah,
formed.
that game is fun.
Yeah. Oh, it was really fun. I
After a
still
while.
play it. I actually still play it. But joints are still tight. The box is still in great condition. I've never ever transformed this one into individual bot modes and their vehicle modes. It came straight out the box where you can assemble it all into Devastator. And just the upkeep on it, just making sure it stays dust free and smell free and all that. It's just keeping it maintained the way I'm supposed to keep it maintained. It's still in perfect condition, so I have zero issues with this. I know I've seen some people over the years when they had certain difficulties with this. If this drops in any form, whether it be on your table or definitely onto the floor, you're gonna have some breakage.
Yeah, for
Definitely
sure.
have some breakage for this one. This is a
Yep.
heavy sucker too. It's the weight on it. It's close to about 12, close to about 20 pounds. I say 20, maybe 20. Maybe.
Golly.
Yeah.
Same
So, yeah, it's a-
same weight
It's a heavy
as
boy.
Ethereon. Is Ethereon
Yeah,
heavier than?
Therian's heavier than that thing
Yeah.
to me, so it
Yeah.
might be closer to like 12 or 13 pounds. But
Yeah.
it's solid. Its constructor is solid.
Yeah, very solid. Let's see. I get nervous every time I put my hands on this thing, like I said, because if I stand it, I have to stand it a certain way for it to, really just stand on its own.
Mhm.
And, put this down. My monitor has the built-in camera into it, so y'all bear with me.
Okay.
So yeah, I have to get this thing positioned in a certain way to be able to be comfortable and let on. See how it's falling back like it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is on a flat surface. Yeah, if that
it's
if that
'cause of
ab
thrust.
ain't forward the way it needs to be, then
Uh-huh.
it's falling over. See?
Well, your
gotta
hips
get-
are also thrusted up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Them hips
have
don't
to.
lie.
You have to, or it falls backwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ugh.
Everything's good. My heart races every time I'm trying to do
All right,
do
why don't you
anything
I'm
do
with
gonna-
this,
this
Derek?
thing.
Be
All right.
safe. Why don't you put it
I'm
right
gonna-
in front of you and then
Mhm.
start manipulating it? That way, if it falls back, it just hits you in the face. I mean, no, I'm kidding.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Don't hit yourself in the face. But you
Yeah.
know, at least you'll see
You're
it
trying to-
falling. You know,
trying to have my constructor into a domestic situation. Okay, let's
Not
just
the
do it then.
DV.
All right,
Not the DV.
Devastator. I mean, constructor. Be nice.
Not the DV, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's see.
So-
Let's see how them arms move. Do your arms still hold up? Okay. All right.
Yep.
I don't know.
What up?
That ain't moving up. Uh-oh.
It's a giant pain in the ass to
Okay,
manipulate.
so that definitely works.
Yeah.
So we got that part. What about that shoulder hinge? How we looking? Oh, them ratchets, man. Still
Yeah.
some of the tightest ratchets I've ever seen.
Yeah.
All right. We got oh shoot. Okay.
Got the butterfly. Yeah.
One more. There
Look
we
at him.
go.
Look at him. Look at him. Flex.
Well, the thing that the thing we can't see is the sphincter flexing each time he's
Eat it up.
one of those parts.
Eat
It's
it up.
no joke, man. It's no joke.
How did you
Do-
know?
How's the hands, Derek? Do the hands flop around? Two of the three that I owned, the wrists just ended up.
Twirling around.
Said two
Yeah,
of the
they would
three that
fall
you
around.
own. Yeah, that's a hell of a flex. Yeah, the fingers are still solid on these two.
Nice big
Still moves
hand.
There we
around.
go.
Wrist rotations, okay.
Um,
I think it was when I had the gun in his hand, and that's when
Oh yeah, what I was
the
spinning
wrist
around.
would just like the wrist would spin around and it would flop around and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I got the more dark purple one, dark.
yeah, I had that one too. That was the X version, I think, the one with the red tinted windows on all of them. Is that the one you have?
No, mine's with a box set. The first box set they came out with.
Oh, right. Okay.
Now the
So
batteries
basically
are
the
worn
original
out on this one, so I can't. I didn't put new batteries in it.
Hey
so
man, you asked me to get some batteries. I get it in 2 seconds.
I don't have any right now, so you know.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
kidding.
have
I'm
any.
kidding.
Do you
That
even, do you
thing's
even
never gonna
know?
die.
Do you even know what kind of batteries you need for that thing? Because man, that's always
They're
a challenge
button
from figure to
batteries.
figure,
They're
man.
button
Circle
cells.
batteries.
Just regular, like the watch battery.
No, they're yeah, like hearing aid batteries.
Yeah.
Oh, those size.
Right
Okay,
back.
gotcha.
You got plenty of those around, don't you, Derek?
Oh, he got jokes. He got jokes. That man said he got plenty of those, huh, Derek?
50.
Wow. Hey, he right behind him, man. He
Yeah,
can't joke
that
too
took I
much.
took them out.
Oh, there you
So,
go.
Right
Oh,
behind
okay.
him, I'm
Yeah,
ahead
yeah,
of
yeah,
him.
Oh, you are ahead of him. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what about the legs, D? And chat squad, let us know if you guys think this is still holding up.
Or let us know if yours is still holding up.
Oh yeah, that's true. Or let us know if maybe yours isn't holding up.
All right. Butterfly.
Come on.
Oh, we'll go forward first. Of course, we got to put the skirt up. Legs still hold up.
Holds it. Holds it.
Mhm.
Good.
That is a big old leg, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big mama jamma.
All right.
Yeah. Try to do a side. You know what? Nah, we're not gonna do that. Let's try the other leg.
How about a knee bend?
Sure. These are good.
Yeah.
Oh, got that knee.
Yeah.
Got
Mhm.
that knee.
He's got legs.
What about that ankle tilt? Oh, wait a second.
You don't need it with that one.
Mm-mm.
But he does have the rocker.
Oh, he
does
does
have
have the
the rocker.
rockers, doesn't he? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he
Sorry, I
does.
They
forgot he
both
did
do.
have him. Yeah, yeah.
They both do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this one you gotta.
Well, that one is a
first,
part of that
yeah.
part.
Yeah, there
there
was
you go.
Yeah.
the cab got in the way.
It's
Yeah, yeah,
already turned inward, so turn it the opposite way, bro.
Right. That's what.
That one's already
Trying
inward,
to
so you
do.
just go the opposite way.
Because it's actually his waist. There we go.
There you
There you
go.
There.
Nice.
Yep. Still got that going on for him.
Anybody else
hey.
sweating right now?
Yeah.
Fucking nervous, man. Nervous.
Yeah. But this is the nerve wracking one. The waist,
Yeah, that ab crunch, them clicks,
the ab
man.
crunch. It's still pretty solid.
Jay says that he says it doesn't hold up looks wise.
You can pull that. There you go, man.
Oh,
well, we'll see. We'll see when Fans Toys come out with theirs, or either
X-Transbots
theirs,
or MMC. Don't forget
MMC is coming out with theirs.
I didn't do a.
There's at least two other companies we haven't mentioned.
Yeah.
There's one from Kong Toys, and then there's also another one.
Listen, they don't count, bro. Get them out of here.
Some fourth party companies.
Scotty just likes to troll. If you haven't figured that out,
there's no such thing as fourth party. Come on.
We already talked about that 2 weeks ago. Let's not.
All right, Derek. Well, I think that pretty much solves it, man. Like, what's your opinion, man?
I think it still holds up for what I needed. Hold on. I think it still holds up, for the age, how long I've had it, the limited movement that I've actually done with it, in regards to posing and just standing it on alone, it definitely holds up good to me. Actually, here's a funny story. I had dropped this one time, and the only thing that happened was the treads broke off. The treads
thankfully they give you extra
off of that. And I left it like it was. I was just like, I'm not even going to bother with this one, because at that time I had gotten my cell shaded one. I was just like, I'm just worried about that. But I worked it and got it to snap back together. I thought it was broken, but it wasn't. So it snapped right back together. Yeah. So those are prime examples of how you rely on this to hold itself together and last for a long time. So when I say I think it holds up very well, it's because of those reasons, because of what I've actually taken it through. Even though it's been limited, it's gone through enough for me to be convinced that it's still holding up.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna jump in and say that it doesn't. Before we move on, I don't think
in regards to
everything. So when it came out, right? We've all talked about this. We all agree. When it came out, it was the first company that gave us a real masterpiece combiner that we could all jump on and enjoy and everything else, right? But things have improved over the 7 to 10 years since this thing originally came out. And I will tell you, even when I first got the first one, I didn't like the plastic. I didn't like the feel of the plastic. I didn't like the way that it combined. I didn't like the way that the ab crunch flopped around or, was unstable. I didn't like the way that it felt backwards. I didn't like, by the way, to preface all of this, mine also fell down once and did the exact same thing you just described, Jake. The only thing that happened was a tread broke off and I was like, that's it. So yeah, it's heavy and it's sturdy and everything else. But I will tell you, I had no end of frustrations with the 3 copies that I had different quality control issues with every copy that I ever got from Toy World on that figure. From one of the arms didn't connect into like the forearm piece didn't connect into the body of the figure properly. One of the hands, like I said, was all over the place. It just flopped around all over the place and it always like sat like this. It for what we have today, that thing doesn't hold up. And as much as we go, look at all these other Devastators that are coming out, all these other, like the Devastator Wars have started again. It's time. I think it's time for a new Devastator.
Yeah, but what do we have?
Hold that thought. I think that's a great point to start this next discussion. Hold on 1 second. But before we do that, man, let's go ahead and bring in our special guest. We got Mr. Pake for Life in the building, everybody.
Hey, there he is. There he is. Hello.
Yo,
thank you for having me.
What's up, Pike?
Always an honor.
Oh, thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate it. So you kind of came in on the tail end of the conversation, but actually at the beginning of the conversation, I think you were watching Derek do his segment of Does It Still Hold Up? So before we get into what Derek was about to say, do you feel like Pake, yours still holds up?
I was right here.
Oh,
there you go.
Let's go.
I mean,
like a pro.
I do think that it's obviously showing its age, and in terms of the modern style of masterpiece that we're showing, it doesn't look like, stylistically, a lot of the pieces don't look masterpiece like. But that being said, I still really enjoy it. I think it looks awesome. but there's always room for improvement. So if we had thought, MP1 was good enough when it first came out, there wouldn't be an MP10 and it wouldn't be an MP44 and there wouldn't be a billion other masterpiece ones that we all enjoy. So I'm all for evolution and changing and seeing if something else can be new and better. In my review of the Gary, it's probably the only combiner I can think of where the combined mode is like my favorite mode. It's so weird. Like usually I'm like, oh, robot mode looks great or alt mode looks great, but this one by far my favorite mode of Gary is the leg mode. It feels super solid. So I'm kind of split. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited for most of them that are coming out. I'm not excited for X-Transbots. I finally just gave up on them, to be perfectly honest, right?
Okay.
But I did hear the
Shout
first
out to
one.
X-Transbots.
Yes.
Shout out to X-Transbots.
I did hear that the
let's go
first
this
one.
way.
Over-engineered fiddly bullshit.
Wait a minute. So you were gonna say, you said what about you heard the first one is what?
I heard the first release is good of the X-Transbots, so I haven't messed with it personally. I was if you guys remember, I was like a long time advocate for X-Transbots, saying the designer was one of my favorites, but the quality was always holding it back, and then I was just like, I can't do it anymore.
You can design something to the high heavens, but if the materials and engineering is not right, then it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Work.
But I did mess with one of their Inferno mold a couple months ago, and I was impressed with that. So maybe I need to give them another shot. So we'll see. TFCon's around the corner. Maybe I'll pick up one of them.
Hey, let's go. You going?
Yeah, it's right up the street from me. Well,
he's here, so
all right. Well, there'll be several of us there.
Perfect. Yeah, man, I'll be there, man. It'd be good to see you. But Derek was about to say something about what do we have, right? So let's go ahead and get into that real quick before we get into what everybody picked up this week. So Rusty made a point that it doesn't hold up and we need something different. And you were going to say?
I was going to say, look at what I'm looking at. I'm saying that based on what I had before this, which was Combiner Wars Devastator.
Okay.
So that's, that in itself. Huh?
Yeah, but that's not a masterpiece, though.
I mean,
people did use it as their masterpiece.
But that's
because
graduating
there was nothing...
to a masterpiece scale, a masterpiece scale version of this, and a much better looking version of this. So it was like, and I didn't like the.
If
but
you
Make
compare
Toys
it to
did
what
one
came
too.
before it, it's amazing.
Right.
Yes.
Because Make Toys even had one, Giant, and I absolutely hated that one. So I was like, I'm not getting that.
I like Giant because it took some artistic flares to it that I really appreciated.
Yeah, if you're not going for a pure G1 look, I like it as a Transformer, but not as a G1. Definitely not as the masterpiece. Debbie, for sure.
Right.
No, because it was very pudgy, and I'm not into that. So it's like,
I mean,
hey, man,
some of us
we don't fat shame on this show.
Some of us rock pudgy.
We don't fat shame or body shame on this show.
Robots, we can do that. So yeah.
Shout out to the new RC that's coming. We like them.
So I think I have to reserve my judgment until after we see one of the companies that is coming out with the new ones completed before I say whether or not I think the Toy World one holds up.
If would be, go ahead. Sorry, keep going.
If Fans Toys, for example, their constructor is equal to their Superion, then I would say Constructor holds up, because Superion, its posability is not what the Constructor is. It's not.
How do you
know? It's worse, right?
You think the Superion is worse than Constructor? I think they're about the same.
In the sense that Superion fails after a point with the legs.
Constructor does too.
I can get my constructor into a little bit more dynamic of a post. Not much. I will guarantee. I will say
you
that.
spread those legs. Like if Derek put his on the table or Pake put theirs on the table, and you split those legs too far, it's going to fall.
Oh, you just
Styrion
look
does
at
the
look
same
at this
thing.
guy.
Look at him. He's like,
Look at this
ready-
guy.
Johnny on the spot.
Bring
with
this
the-
guy.
Yeah, man.
I got all the combiners. Which one do you want to see next? You want to see Zeta Toys
No,
Superior? I can get
but-
that too.
I got
I was
the
actually-
least amount of all of you guys, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I was actually able to get mine into the Iron Man pose. I was actually able to get it to sit like it was sitting on the ledge. I mean,
Mhm.
you can do it. It takes a minute because it's heavy, but you can do it. I think Constructor and this articulation on Ethereum is a very similar. So in terms of does it still hold up? Yes, I think Constructor still holds up, depending on, here's the caveat, which mold you have, because some of them suffer from mold degradation because they just made so many of them. Like, no offense to what Derek has there, but I think his ab crunch could use a little more tightening, right?
Yeah,
Whereas
that mold
opposed
was
to
used a little bit more than
my
the
ab
Hooker on
crunch
Fifth Avenue.
is super tight on all different clicks. So it is holding up, in my opinion, for mine. But I wouldn't say that your ab crunch is holding up. Unfortunately, it if you hit it just wrong, it's gonna flip forward or flip back. But I think overall it still has its place in the toy community. So, see, like mine doesn't do that. Mine doesn't. I can't wiggle it back and forth to the click. The click is hard on mine. So I think that thing started to suffer from mold degradation at some point. I got the original box set.
for sure.
So
Sure.
mine would win in a dance battle over yours.
Nah, that's fair. Well, guys, real quick before we continue on, let's see what everybody kind of spent their money on, man. Let's see what you got. Did you transform, bro? Do we want to start with our special guest this week? Do we want to start with Mr. Pake from
You guys
Life?
didn't tell me that was what we're doing here.
I wanna know what's in the box.
man.
What's in the box?
Somebody else, give him a chance to
What's in the
Rusty's
box?
fault. I
There's
blame
so much-
Rusty.
Tell me what's in the box. Oh, was I supposed to inform him of things too? I
Well,
thought it'd be funny if you just
yeah.
brought him on. No, just
Yes.
no way. No
Rusty-
way. My
Rusty
buddy
set you
Pake,
up
he
for
gets
failure,
thrown under
man.
the bus.
No, that
What's in the
is,
box?
The Solar Chogoking Voltron. I got that from Japan when I was there in June, and I still haven't. All of that is from Japan.
Whoa.
Oh,
The big
man.
box?
Yeah,
The big box in the bubble wrap?
yeah. That was how I got it back. I had to use it as one of my check luggage because it's that big.
Really?
Man.
So is it the wait? You said the Solar Joking. That's not as big as the
so
Blitzway one.
No, but it is definitely they went all out for the presentation on that thing.
Oh, sorry. The Solar. What did I say? Solar Chogoking Majinga. Sorry.
Oh, the Mazen Kaiser.
No, not Majin Kaiser. The Majinga. Just the Majinga.
Okay. All right.
OG, the OG, but it's the
Okay.
40th anniversary one with, the Jet Scrander and the container and everything like that. So I had the original DX one out on display, but this is the newest version for the 40th anniversary. So that's in there. And then I did
want to
get
see it now.
got the new Voltron, the recolored one with the silver or the chrome instead of the silver. And then I got a couple of Majingas theirs as well. So a bunch of stuff that I just never haven't opened. You know me. I have so much stuff. But I did get Gary, obviously. Reviewed him the other day. This trumpet. I also got Studio Series 86 Prime, but I haven't opened that either. Yeah, give me a second.
Bastard.
Another one.
Everybody got theirs.
Yeah.
Well, you guys didn't get yours?
No, I didn't get mine.
Nah, I haven't
I
got
got one
it
for a buddy, but we got it.
And then I
I
went to the Target 3 times yesterday.
I got it for
I know, Scotty. I appreciate you.
$28. So.
Oh.
You got the paddy wagon, party wagon.
Yeah, so I mean, I got a whole bunch of other stuff, but that's enough for me. I'll let you guys go.
That's what's up, man. Well,
You'll
Scotty,
let
let's
us?
talk about you, man.
All
What
right.
you got?
Okay, so I'm a little bit late to the party with this one because mine took forever to get to from Show Z to me.
Oh, you got it now.
Picked that, yeah, and really just I can't appreciate more though. what this mold did for Starscream and the Seekers. It was, while I did end up actually replacing my MPs with the deformation space because they didn't have the this on it.
Yeah.
I still like this mold. This mold is great. This mold's great, and doesn't look like deformation's coming out with cone heads. So
Yeah, I would have loved if they had completed the cone heads too.
Agree.
Yep.
Agree.
Yep. All right. This is also kind of late to the game, but I'm trying to complete my G1 Season 1 shelf up here. So this guy came into the mix.
Bro,
this
late
week
is an understatement. G.
Yeah.
Not even the anime one. Wow, man.
Yeah.
I had one on the
so
NJCC
long.
table years ago.
That thing came out before Derek was born. Jeez.
Well, and I'm in on the DX9, the new
I do wanna
the new
check one
mold
out.
on that one, and so
Yeah.
I'm like, if Prowl, I might end up switching it out, but it was there, it was available. I picked it up.
Hey, you wait 10 more years, fans always have theirs.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed it. Was that the masterpiece one, like the
Yeah.
official? Or
Yeah.
Mhm.
that was
original
that was the first masterpiece I bought up here at Toys R Us because it was a Toys R Us exclusive in
Yeah.
Canada. That was the
Yeah.
first masterpiece I ever bought.
Yep. And then since this is a transforming robots show, I did pick up
Ooh.
this from 3.0, which I have to say,
Oh, right.
I am incredibly impressed with this thing. It is
Good job.
nice and beefy from a weight standpoint. It's very swooshable. And everything locks in super tight on this thing. And then of course it comes with a stand, which
Man, can we get some fast pack armor, bro? Come on, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can't wait
Wow.
for
The stand is
the
gorgeous.
addition. Yeah, the
Yeah.
additional repaints on this, like I just, I've just been looking at it and like enjoying it. And of course, one more thing,
Got Rick Fokker in.
like
I thought
it
Harmony Gold was
does.
super
Like,
like.
look at the
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
right. Like,
I thought Harmony Gold was super stingy with their licensing. So
They are not, sir.
Nah.
Dude.
no,
So
they're
we talked to
loosey-goosey.
them at BotCon
Mhm.
2023.
Mhm.
And he was very open as to how they do licensing and how they'll talk to anybody. They may not give the license to anybody, but they have the conversations. They're open.
Right.
Open
And
to
he also talked about how people were trying to sneak to do it, and he just approached me. He was like, "Hey, do you just want the license for it, or
right.
Because he
Yeah.
wanted they want their stuff out
Their
there,
product
so
out.
they just
Mhm.
all it takes is a conversation, and that's what 3.0 did.
And then of course I also picked up Gary, which
Or
I
Jerry,
know,
whichever.
Gary.
Whoever it is.
Scrapper, let's just call it what he is. He's Scrapper, MP Scrapper, and picked this up from Nick the Toy Guy, and which we
Nice.
have a discount code for. So
Yes.
use him. He's a great guy, and he
Yes, he
ships
is.
your stuff quickly, and love it. So, and we'll obviously get into more of that later. But yeah, I had a big week. And that's
You
just the
did.
Transformer stuff. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, Rusty. Let's see how quick this gonna be. I'm
Man.
Sorry, man. Aw.
By the way, I just want to apologize to our guest. We're hiding him behind the Realm of Collectors logo. Sorry,
That might
Pink. I
be
didn't know
it.
that was
Somebody
going to
gotta be
happen.
it.
There you go, buddy. There you go.
Somebody got to be there, unfortunately.
No, I have nothing. I have nothing. I spent days hunting around Ottawa for SS86 Optimus at Toys R Us and Walmart and GameStop, and it's not here. It's either not here or all of you people that live in Ottawa have gotten to him first, and I'm angry at all of you. I have nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh well, no
You
excuses.
could've ordered
Eric,
from what
put
the
him
thing
put
that-
him with Pike. Yeah,
I
put him up
actually
there.
forgot
Put him at the
something.
top.
Internet.
Yeah, put him at the top.
Oh wait, Scotty just said he forgot something. I guess I'll bring him back real quick. But it's okay to have a deuce egg, man. Listen, no pressure.
That's
No pressure
that's
at
okay.
all.
I think I think Jose's got an extra one for me, so I think he's
There
gonna
we
hook me
go.
up. So
There
yeah,
you go.
So
There you go.
shout out to the Realm family hooking me up.
Sir.
Go ahead, Scotty.
No.
So this is
Oh.
this is. Have you guys ever
Is that
done
a display?
display?
I-
Yes.
I have
Yes!
it in my office.
Yeah.
Yes.
In my office.
Yes.
I honestly, this is my first one. I love it. It goes right underneath. You can't see it right now, but there's a hot rod display down there,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh,
so I mean, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
the magnet thing, right? Yeah, like that's ingenious.
Mhm.
And boom, it's like,
Yep.
yeah,
So
I
easy,
love
even
it.
a short guy can do it.
yeah. So check them out. They're really cool, and you can get some
So-
pretty deep discounts out there. So
So listen, can you remove that magnet from the wall, or are you peeling the paint off?
So yes, you can remove the magnet from the wall. However, it really depends on the wall you have. If you
Okay.
have a textured wall like I do,
Yeah.
the magnet does not stay stuck to it as nicely. So I went ahead and nailed the magnet in. But if you have a flat wall surface, you're fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And of course, you're way fine when you don't have to deal with humidity and heat like you are in Canada.
Yeah. We have a lot of that up here. By the way, at the expense of giving a shout out to a reviewer, since we have a reviewer here, to another reviewer that probably doesn't need a shout out at all, but I just stumbled across one of Jobby's videos today, and he's got like a 20% off code or something with Displayed right now. And the code is Jobby. So if you want to go get
You're gonna have to
some,
start paying us.
right?
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want to go get some Displayed stuff, like Scotty just showed off, go use Jobby's code and get some money off, man.
It's like 30% off or 35 or 32.
It's something
like that.
crazy. Like it was 20 or
Oh,
30% off. It was something crazy. I was like, what?
Hey, if you don't have any discounts with this plate, we can advertise you.
No. I actually was looking at some like last month, and I was like, man, this is expensive now. Now we got a job. So, hey, Scotty, are those Moji cases in the back, or are these some custom jobs you got?
They are Magicase, yeah.
Oh man, I went down like the rabbit hole this past week. I'm like, man, why are these so expensive? I'm gonna go see if I can make my own. And I watched all the YouTube videos. I'm like, I should just buy one of these. But now,
There is a do-it-yourself
video.
type of
Yeah,
thing. There's
so-
on YouTube, but it's not as great as quality as these, man.
Yeah,
telling you,
so I'm like, ugh.
that's gonna.
There's
That's
also some
good.
knockoff.
Wait
There's
on
also some knockoffs out there called Eagle
that
Box.
you hate.
Yeah,
But
You
I,
hate those
what-
the Eagle
exactly
boxes?
right.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to warn him against them.
yeah.
They are trash, and of course I can always give you the details later. But yeah, Magicase, absolutely bar none. They're excellent, and they were absolutely worth every penny. I never dust my figures. I never dust them.
Me either.
Mm,
Me either.
Well, guys, I'll make mine quick. Hey, I got my scrapper as well. Shout out to the toy
nice,
guy.
nice.
It is pretty good. I haven't transformed it yet, which is very not like me. I got it Saturday, but I had the kids all weekend and didn't want to get into it. Plus, I was building a Lego, so that was
Wait,
pretty cool.
which set are you building?
So it is a car that is not technically a Lego car, but it's the Hoonigan Mustang. That I
Oh,
found on
okay.
Amazon. And
Yeah,
it's slick. It is slick.
Nice.
But I did pick up the Batman 66 Batmobile. Me and the wife gonna build that next. So.
Oh, nice. I just built the a KO of the Shadow Box Batcave. That
Oh,
one.
nice. How was it?
That's cool.
The KO was actually pretty good. It was missing a couple pieces,
Mhm.
like the cloth cape, and missing just a couple of small pieces that I made do without. But I liked it. It was a really fun build. I actually enjoyed it a lot. So it's sitting over there now. I got to find a place for it.
Cool, man.
Just want to remind everybody this is a Transformers show, not a.
Yeah,
Yes, says the guy who hasn't bought anything this week.
Hey,
Yeah.
All right.
Ah,
Yes.
got him.
ladies and
that is
gentlemen.
the last
We got
time I invite you to a show.
Cake in the
Yeah.
house.
All
Ladies-
the work I helped you with on Saturday, and you treat me like. All right.
He got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new
Whatever.
cast member now. His name is Piper Light. So,
All right, guys. Well, it is time for one of my favorite parts in the show, man.
Can I-
Yes.
Can I go?
Go ahead. Go.
Oh,
I thought you went.
yeah.
Yeah, he didn't.
didn't
He didn't
go,
go.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he didn't
Oh, my
go.
bad. My
He
bad.
went last
No, you
night.
don't need to go.
He went last night. He went last night.
He's fine. No, I'm kidding. My bad. Go ahead, bro. My bad. My bad. I
So-
would have never gone before you.
So, ordered this like I pre-ordered this like a year and a half, literally a year and a half ago, and I just got it. It is the Monocrat 01B
More
Megatron.
brighter colors. Right?
Look, Pig. Look,
Yeah,
Pig's.
this
Look,
is,
Pig's. Look, Pig's going to get his. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get yours too?
I've been in the box for like a year.
Yeah. Well, no, because you got the 01
Yeah.
or the 01B.
The original. Yeah.
Yeah, because the original one is weathered.
Yeah.
This one is not. So
Super clean.
yeah,
I still need
This-
one, bro. I haven't gotten one yet.
yeah.
I
Got
got one.
the, all
in
the,
the box
got
right
the
here.
electronics and all
I like
that
my
too.
box like I like my girls a little dirty.
That thing looks
It
so
looks
sick.
awesome. It's what he
Yeah.
should have looked like in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now these,
And
this,
it kind of looks like also the new movie.
yeah, these came
Oh,
with
right
the
on.
batteries.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm gonna show you how everything looks with the batteries all in them, you know. But yeah, it transforms to a tank, of course. And man, it's
It's all right.
gorgeous. This one's gorgeous. The paint on this one is, oh man,
Yeah.
it's absolutely gorgeous.
Can you
So,
can you
yeah.
bring it in
Can't
on
wait
the
this
on the face sculptor, Derek?
Sure.
Just
It
curious.
looks
what
like
the face
a more
sculptor's like.
a more mature Transformers 1 Megatron.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Very much so. Very much
Nice.
so.
Oh,
Yeah.
right
That's
on.
slick. That's slick.
Yeah. That's some nice detail. Nice.
Yeah.
Need to badge him up, man.
Yeah, I got to badge him up before I put him back in too. Yeah, but yeah, very impressed with this one. I got to
Nice.
get this one. Got to get this one in the tank mode too. So I might put the other one in the tank mode. But yeah, man, I've loved this one since the very first day I laid eyes on it. So
Hey,
I had
man.
to have this in my big
You
box.
shouldn't talk about your toys like you talk about Sean.
Yeah, yeah. This is also true. So yeah.
What else you
So-
get, brother?
And then also, I am joining the squad.
Squad up.
Hi. And so is Jerry.
You ain't even taking out the box.
Not
yet?
even open.
I'm taking it out tonight. Which I'm taking it out tonight. Don't
Aw,
worry, I'm taking
bro,
it out tonight because
pause,
you know I got
pause,
you know how I
pause,
gotta do it.
pause.
I gotta.
I
He's
think
gonna crack
you
the
need to.
wine.
Yeah.
I think you need to just
Handle.
send that
Yeah.
north.
Yeah.
Send that
I gotta
north
get-
to me right now.
I
You
gotta
don't
get
deserve
it.
that.
Nah,
I
he's
gotta
gonna
get
While
it.
he's
spend
taking
a
that out
nice,
the box, did you get any?
one-on-one time with it?
With his
Yeah.
gloves. Did you get anything else before we
No.
move on?
This is it. This
Okay,
is it.
cool.
You know.
Cool. Well, hey guys, listen, our show is sponsored by Nick the Toy Guy.
Woohoo!
Be sure to go to nickthetoyguy.com. Check out all of the things that are on his show. Although he is a Transformers retailer, he has a lot of different stuff there. So go ahead and see him for all your transforming and action figure needs. Don't forget to use our coupon code DYETB10 for 10% off of your entire order. Don't forget to combine that with code free ship so you can get free shipping under $10.
That's a really nice nice banner. Who made that?
Oh man, you know, some guy up there in the hat. But shout out to you, man. So before we get into Mr. Pig, so to speak, and what he has brought and done in the community, let's go ahead and take a deep dive into this Jerry, man. So first and foremost, everybody who's got it, what were your first impressions on it out the box?
I love
I'm
this
gonna
thing.
start calling on people.
Rusty
Go
had to go
ahead,
off camera because he doesn't have it.
Scott. We got him.
Yeah.
I have to deviate from a lot of people out there who have been kind of like underwhelmed by this guy. I realize he has some limited articulation, and there I think there's a broader topic or something to be discussed there with regards to like do all of our Transformers have to be everything like all at once kind of thing. And have we become maybe a little bit spoiled with some? I don't know. But all I would say is that his lack of waist swivel does not harm my appreciation for this toy. This is an amazing figure.
But there was something else you wanted to talk about on that thing.
Oh yeah. So, I'm always I always give X-Transbots a lot of grief for their engineering because they make some very questionable choices.
You two have a love-hate relationship.
But I have to say that okay, so you see the outside of the knee there, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, my highlights.
There you go. You see the outside of the knee.
Mm-hmm.
3 screws.
Mm-hmm.
Now look at the inside of the knee.
Mm-hmm.
Clean as a whistle. And I've looked at this thing 10 times to sideways in the transformation, trying to figure out why the screws had to be on the freaking outside. And as far as I can tell, and hey, if anybody can clue me in, as far as I can tell, there's no reason to have those screws on the outside. It's just lazy engineering.
No, that's fair. And I'll say this without trying to seem like a contrarian, because I totally don't mean to be, but I don't give 2 F's about them 3 screws on the outside of his leg. They probably did it, Scott, if I'm being honest, to match the 1 screw that's in the back that you missed. That 1 screw back there.
This one right here?
Yeah, so that one.
But that one can be on the inside too.
Yeah, but like they probably just did it for that purpose. I don't know. Maybe they went with that as a design choice, but I don't care, man. Like this thing is solid overall, and I mean, I'm never gonna pose it with his knee like that, so I'll never see those things. It's almost like people saying, "Hey, man, that backpack got a gap in it," but you never gonna see the backpack. So.
Right.
Because nobody poses their figures from the back. But I hear you. If it's an eyesore to you, it's an eyesore to you.
I mean, I definitely have more problems with the backpack than 3 screws. So, the guy's like, do we need every figure to be everything? And then says, yo, these 3 screws should be on the inside.
Dang! All right.
Well, we can bring Pake back more often.
I'll your name to the realm of hypocrites between you and Scotty.
Whoa! Get this guy out of here!
Wow!
What's going on?
Right.
Look at that new Fans Toy smell.
Yeah, man, it's there.
I'll throw out the theory that it's
dollars and world release.
It might actually be faster for them to assemble it if the screws are on the outside, so they might be saving money and labor.
Are we really wasting time talking about this?
A little bit. Scotty started this, so I'm blaming Scotty for this one. Let's move on.
All I'm saying is that I proclaimed that I loved this figure, but the rose-colored glasses don't stay on. I can see the kinks in the armor.
So what else we got out there, guys? Pake, you just did a whole review on it. Go ahead and give us your honest to God opinion when you first take it out the box.
Out of the box, it looks great. You got the front view, which is basically the Fans Toys view, just straight on front view. Don't look at it from anywhere else, otherwise you'll have issues with it. So, look at that. What is all that? And he still got his diaper on. What's going on? The butt wheels. I didn't like the butt wheels on Ironhide. I don't want the butt wheels on my Scrapper. The rest of it I'm okay with, but it's just why even design a waist swivel into this figure that you can't use unless you completely explode the transformation? Yeah.
Sure.
Why even give us? It's literally 2%, 2 degrees of rotation. Why? Why even do this? Remember their Skyfire? You couldn't. There's waist swivel in there, but you had to completely disassemble the hips and never be able to use it. Why even waste?
Same thing with the aerial bots, having a blockage for one, where you had to rotate it all the way around the other way just to get it back. It's not good.
Yeah, that's why I called him Zoolander, because he could only turn left, right? Or he could only turn right. I can't turn left, or whatever he says. So, but I was most impressed by the leg. I was like, this thing feels solid in leg mode more than any other. The only small complaint I had about leg mode is I think the shovel part. feels a little flimsy with all the telescoping pieces and stuff like that. But I like it. So
did you go big scoop or small scoop on the back?
What's that?
In bot mode, because some people have displayed theirs with the big scoop. Did you go big scoop in the back or small scoop in the back?
I haven't touched it since the review, so I did show it up the big scoop on the back. Man, I'm gonna be one of those complainers, you know. If there was an in between, that'd be great. But I think I'll probably just go with the original small scoop. And I think unlike with because the aerial bots, like those are not mine, those are Toy Dojo's. Because like I opened the first one, and I was like, nah, I'm out on this already. I could already tell that I wasn't gonna like the combined mode. This one, I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like the combined mode. So I'm all in.
Are you bringing? You got to bring those to the show this year?
Yeah, I gotta give them back to Eddie. So
okay, cool. Well, we're getting
to
that a little later.
Overall, I think it's an above average Fans Toys release for sure.
Yeah. Sweet. Derek, you just got yours right out the box, even though that's a different show, but you know, it works. So what do you think here, buddy?
I think it's nice. I'm actually, you know, noticing the tolerances on some of them right coming out, but
it's tight, man.
It. Like it's
like a
tight. Yeah, like the shoulders, the elbows, at least, you know. Yeah. Getting ready to. I'm figuring out some poses that I want to put it in when I, you know, put it up there. But
yeah.
But yeah.
Did you take Big Load out the box yet?
I did not. So,
oh man, you were supposed to take that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that out too. So,
all right. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and get that out too, because we want to get some comparison pieces on that.
You know, I'm never one to be. You know, I'm never one to be looking at instructions, so I just be trying to put things together as a.
Just put that to the side. That thing doesn't even matter.
Right? It's a part forming piece for.
That's
no
a part
reason
of the
for it to go
combined mode.
back.
But you figured out how to hook it on right out the box.
Yep.
What's the deal with the shovel?
You know what?
You can...
Just a quick shout out to Fans Toys, because I took it out the box without having to turn it to be in the right spot.
You just have a couple of locking pieces on the.
Thanks,
forearms.
Fans Toys.
Yeah, that's the sign of a true Fans Toys fan. He's like, I appreciate that you are putting it in the right orientation this time. For one.
Yeah, not saving money on box size. So what's the deal with the shovel? You can explode it out to be wide, or you can shrink it to be small. Is that what you guys are talking about, or?
Yeah, it was already shrunk to be small, but you can expand it out if you want to go more.
So obviously,
you feel like that's the accuracy for you.
Yeah, when you transform it into bot mode, you can either have the shovel big on the back, which some people prefer, but in the show it was not that big. So it works out great for the combined mode, not the combined mode, but you know, it expands, for the combined mode and also for the vehicle mode.
Scotty's trying to show me, but he's struggling.
Nah, well, there's these two pieces here that
it's not easy, bro. Have fun.
There we go.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Sure. And then this piece kind of comes in.
Yeah.
And I am not the master like Paik.
Like
doing
Paik
this
over there
with your camera in front of you, right?
Doing not the master what?
Master Paik.
Paik.
What did you?
Did I mispronounce?
No. He thought he heard.
I missed. Carry on.
Yes, and we will. So, all right. So, obviously, Derek has the XTB Big Load, quote unquote. I bought Big Load, but I sent it to Ace to review for Figure Banging. Paik hasn't bought it yet, or gotten anybody to send it to him as a review piece, which somebody should, so he can at least review it and we can get an idea of what he thinks. And then we haven't seen the MMC one just yet. So, any thoughts on what you guys are going to pick up? Are you keeping just the Fans Toys? Are you in for the next wave of Devastator Worlds? Can your wallet handle it? Let's get all that out there. Let's start with Paik. What you think? But obviously, I know you're in on this one.
Well, yeah, getting the Fans Toys one, that's fine. But obviously, doing work and working for Ocular Max, I'll always get those and be able to review those. I do think the combined mode obviously has to make some compromises because of the all-in-one design. So I think, honestly, the combined mode probably doesn't look, it's probably not going to look the best all of our options. But I always love the engineering that goes into the all-in-one design that
Yes.
Akira Max puts together. So I'll probably keep both. I'll probably end up having fans toys in like the combined mode and then the MMC and robot or something like that.
That's fair.
Interestingly enough, I think that the all-in-one aspect lends itself to a Devastator because Devastator doesn't have the add-on, at least in the feet, doesn't have the add-on parts, right?
You don't have feet that look like feet or boots.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah,
That's a
true.
great point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I was talking to the designer, AK, and I was like, how'd you hide the hands? And he was like, that wasn't even the hardest part. I was like, oh, really? Okay. 'Cause
Yeah,
of
that
the
is
little
odd.
forearm and fist.
Right.
Like, I was like, how's
Yeah.
that all going to work? And he was like, that
So
was
you-
not even close to the hardest
So
part.
you're just not gonna tell us, Pick. You just gonna tease, huh? Okay.
No,
I
he didn't
got
tell
you.
me. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
everything.
okay.
But I'm hoping that TFCon they'll have early sample, and
Yeah.
they usually let me do some previews. So I
Nice.
haven't asked them about it, but I'll see if I can work some magic and get a preview. They're usually pretty good about that, and especially if it's
Yeah.
local to me. So
Mhm. Look at Pick working out
Hey.
a tax write-off.
If you don't get a preview for us, you're never coming back to the show. That said, you're out.
Oh,
that's supposed to be
man, look at
incentive,
him.
or
Wow.
Not
He's trying to
true.
kick you off. Well,
He's been very mean to me this evening.
I am definitely going in on just the X-Trans bots and the fans toys. I have constructor that'll likely be either my vehicle modes or my just combined mode. But I will combine both at least once. I do have the big load. I'm getting the rest of them. Shout out to Toy Dojo, which is where I pre-ordered the rest of my X-Trans bots figures from. Love Eddie. Shout out to those guys. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that stuff does. And let me pull Derek around. I'm gonna swap spots with him real quick. And
There we
then
go.
he has the big load with let's see, Derek. Here you go. He got big load up there with
Oh, they look good
Fans
together.
toys. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can tell
Yeah, they
that
do look
the
good
Fans
together.
toys is a little bigger, but I think that works. So even if you're getting, and this is also what I love about Fans toys, X-Trans bots doing theirs at the same time. It's so many figures. There's 6 of them, right? They're not
Mhm.
fighting each other. So they're coming out with their scrapper later. They came out with scrapper first. We got Long Haul here. Long Haul will come later from Fans Toys. Probably one of the last bots since he has to make a part of the torso, and that's what they like to do apparently. So I like this. What do you guys
And hey, X-Trans bots, regardless of my feelings about them, they're going to be half the price of the fans toys.
Yes.
think? Well, this was $159.
No,
I
I
got
big
this
load?
as a
Yes.
this as a gift though. From a
Yeah,
good
it's
buddy of mine.
$159. Yeah, from a birthday gift, if you would.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's $159.
Hey,
So
you
it's
got
not
a
even
birthday
half
gift,
the
you
price.
That cost me
$160
$110.
gifts?
That cost me
Yeah, man.
110.
Dang,
Yeah,
I don't
it
even
cost
give
you
my wife
$110. That's-
$160 gift.
Where'd you get it from, Shozy?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the
Mhm.
difference. If you go straight up retail to retail, that was $159 from Toy Dojo. One of them was $135. I just paid for the rest of it from Toy Dojo. But that is, I mean, it looks good. It still looks good.
Yeah.
It still looks good. So let's go over to our good buddy Scotty. He has a couple more comparison picks. And then we'll go ahead and move off of this here in a second. Rusty.
Scotty doesn't
Rusty.
have it.
Yeah. The Canadian.
Rusty, I'm sorry. Rusty. What you got?
Right, I need to share my
his,
screen or
that's
something.
his contribution, guys, because you don't have the
That's all I get. So before we jump into it, actually, I did want to ask you guys: do you guys feel that Jerry is too tall? Because all the pictures I see side by side, I'm like, the Constructicons were not that tall. They probably should have been, but they weren't in the cartoon.
So that is a
You
great
gotta make a
question.
compromise somewhere, so
Mhm.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And ultimately, their goal, well, they're going to give you a great bot mode, right? Because that's just what Fans Toys does. It's going to be, it's going to look the part. But their goal is Devastator. He is the goal. And you can tell by that leg and everything they put together with that leg. That is the goal, bro. So we'll see that, and that's going to be the piece. So you're not even going to have to see the height in this thing.
Eye on the prize.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the pictures, I mean, even the alt modes, right? When they're like some of the pictures I saw of them next to the Stunticons, right? I mean, construction vehicles are innately much larger than a regular, car, right? Which is basically what FanStoys went for. But of course, right, as Pate just said, you got to make some compromises somewhere then, and the robot mode, right, ends up being too tall. But yeah, if the end goal is Devastator, then yeah, they're going to be big. Some people did make the comments right on the internet and that about holy, like this thing is tall, Carbots, right? It's big, than
the Stunticons, which
I mean, they're all like this guy Jerry is the same size as Megatron, right? He's the same size as MP36, which in the cartoon none of the Constructicons were, right? So anyway,
he's not supposed to be bigger than MP52. However,
right.
If you display them as a team by themselves, even if you put them in bot mode, I think you'll be fine. But Rusty, you got those comparisons?
I got it right here. I got it right there. There it is.
There we go.
Bring it up.
Add you to the stage here, and boom, yow.
Yeah. So since I don't have this guy, I will just talk about pictures of things that I don't have, and you guys can chime in as I go along. But very slack. FanStoys on the left and X-Transbots on the right. Not a heck of a lot of differences here, right? They went for the same cartoon styling, right? We've got the funny, weird-looking smirky face robot chest mouth thing going on, for robot mode. Face sculpt looks pretty much the same. I think the biggest difference is the tires, right? Like X-Transbots went with the big chunky construction tires and the tread, which I think is a cool aspect. But I think I'm kind of with Pake, as I don't think I want my tires sticking out like this versus what FanStoys went for. Go ahead and chime in.
And also, to be fair, with the FanStoys, you can roll them up, and they'll probably look just as big as that. But that is showing you from the side view. If you look at this from straight on, I mean, they're not as wide, but they're there.
Okay. Yeah.
But you can also still roll it up. Did I just open that door? I did. I hate that. But you can roll them up and still get them to look that way. You just have to kind of move it around.
I think the real difference in robot mode is the shoulder wheels, which are like the G1 toy design. So if you like the G1 toy over like the animation, I mean, this might be your bag.
Yeah, and I don't know if you have them, but they showed it. They might even have covers for these.
Really?
And maybe
for the X-Transbots.
X-Transbots, correct? Yeah.
Oh, really?
If you look,
I will
another one of their renders. It shows that it has shoulder coverage.
So I'll preface this, but I don't know why, but I spent all afternoon looking for pictures to do a comparison with, and I struggled to find good pictures of both figures on the internet today, which I thought was surprising. So I don't have a lot, unfortunately. But give
bright purple.
Which
is just a light, honestly, because it looks like this in hand.
FanStoys didn't take good promo pictures of these because
they did the same thing with Motormaster. Motormaster had the same thing.
Eric is right; they do have covers for the wheel.
See it?
Yeah, I'm looking at the photos now. Yeah.
Oh, do you want to share your screen, Pake, and show them, or?
No, I got a lot of porn up right now, so I don't really.
Gotcha. Okay, good. I would expect no less from.
My God, can he please be a cast member? Yo, can you send him an application? Gee,
right here.
Love it.
There it is.
Look at that. Yeah.
It says it can convert.
Okay.
That. So. And then they also have one here.
Oh, is that what? Okay, so I came across that picture that's got the arrow, and I was wondering, and I didn't want to use it because all I could find was the one with the trumpet, and there was this weird thing in the bottom corner, and I didn't know what it was. So I didn't grab the picture, but okay.
He's a decent looking bot for sure, and he's certainly not as barrel chested as FT Scrapper. But I also have to remind myself, this is X-Transbots.
Yep.
And
it'll have
the amount of engineering to get from one to the other is going to be a pain in the ass.
But this alt mode looks way better than the.
Well, that was So Pake, you're stealing my thunder, but that's okay. I'll forgive you this time. That's fine. Anyway, so Another picture of the two of them, right? Like a little bit of posability from the Fans Toys and the X Transbots when I was trying to show the accessories. Again, I couldn't find any pictures of what accessories came in the box with the Fans Toys one, so you guys will have to speak to that. And by the way, Chat Squad, you're being very quiet over there. Like, give us some thoughts here on what you think of Jerry. Did you get it? Did you not get it? Do you love it? Do you hate it?
We got 15 people watching, so they are definitely engaged.
All right. So yeah, just another couple of shots, right? Again, some of the accessories that come with the X Transbots.
That one has the covers on it too.
Yeah, and there's the covers on it there. So yeah. What else we got? Yeah, so here's the alt mode comparison. So Pake, I'm with you 1,000%. So I'm in my Transformers, I do like some real world realism if you can in the alt mode. And yeah, I got to give it to X Transbots on this. Like this looks like, you know, more real world accurate, right? Like the cab on Fans Toys is almost non-existent, and you've actually got a steering wheel and some details here in the X Transbots one, right? And you know, it looks like rubber tires with tread and engine details back here, you know, and the exhaust pipes, right? And yeah, all that stuff is just when I saw these pictures, I was like, wow, that looks really, really good. Whereas over here with Fans Toys, right, like even the shovel, right, the shovel looks kibbly, right? The arms to the shovel looks kibbly, right? So I think I got to give it to X Transbots here. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm with you. It's no question, no competition. We don't even need to spend all day on it. You got it.
We're just moving on. Is that what's happening? Yeah. Someone's like, yeah. And then we get the combined mode, right? Like Pake said, I think I have to agree here as well that this combined mode looks really good and it looks solid. Mm-hmm. Not to take away from the X Transbots, it doesn't look terrible either. But I don't know. There's just something about maybe it's X Transbots quality control is playing in the back of my head that I'm looking at this one and going, is it going to stand up? Whereas you kind of know that the Fans Toys isn't. Although Superior has its issues, but this does look a heck of a lot more solid. So
yeah, and although I like the tile and like I'm stepping on ground and breaking it, you can tell that leg is short, so there's going to be a lot more parts forming with the Transbots than with the Fans Toys. Because Fans Toys gives you part of the thigh.
Yeah, and you can definitely picture like those two dots at the top of the X Transbots one is where that parts forming is going to clip on, right, for the thigh, and that's probably what they're doing there, right? But probably something similar for Fans Toys. Again, they have the two dots in the same position, but probably not as bad because, like you said, it is a lot taller. Or it looks a lot taller than the X Transbots one, anyway. So
yeah. And shout out to Rusty. Look at the background on his pictures there, man. Come on, dude. We do this. Look at that. Very transparent.
Just trying to make it entertaining and keep it on theme, you know. Not talking about Lego Batman. I don't know what that was about, but anyway.
All right, to the cornfield.
Anyway, that was it. That was the best pictures I could find for the discussion this evening.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we kind of beat a dead horse there, man. One of the reasons why we invited Mr. Pake on tonight is because we just want to give him an opportunity to tell a little bit of his story, his background, what he does. So we're just going to get into that really quick. So Pake, many of us know you as a YouTube reviewer. You've long gone away from just doing pre-recorded reviews and do very intricate live streams. I don't know how many times I've caught your live stream, man, and your chat is always on fire. Your instructional videos is what I call them, more so than just reviews of how to help us transform these things when the instructions just suck. But that also kind of piggybacks off the fact that you're also an instructionalist, or you do instruction videos for MMC. So talk a little bit, man, about how you got into this thing of ours, this community. Where'd you find your niche and your first love for this thing, man?
Yeah, I mean, like most of us, I think, just start off being an 80s kid, born in 82, so grew up loving Transformers. And it wasn't until I had my first kid that I got back into it as an adult.
You needed a break.
Yeah, Toys R Us, just like looking for kids' toys. And I saw Masterpiece Soundwave and the cassettes. And if you remember, the Canadian up there probably doesn't know, but it was very hard to find. I just happened to be that people were like, I didn't even know it was like so hard to find. I just happened to be walking in Toys R Us one day and I saw it. I was like, this is sick. Like this, because I always wanted a Soundwave as a kid. And I told my mom, oh, I want Soundwave, the cassette player for Christmas, and she got me a blaster. I'd like never forget it. For that.
Oh, Blaster is the man, bro. Blaster is
She
the
did
man.
even better.
He's not
He did you a favor.
Soundwave. And so, like, I think I had that childhood trauma. And so when I saw it, I was like, I need to get this. So I got it. And then it's just been all downhill from there. I was like, oh, I didn't even know there were more like masterpieces out there. And so I bought all the US release ones as they came out. And then I found out there was more that were already in Japan. I was like, oh man. All right, well then I'll just buy like one of each. And then it just was a slippery slope. I was like, oh, only masterpiece. And then there's third party, and I'm like, oh, third party. And then you're like, fuck, my life is ruined now.
Yeah.
Now like 20 years later, I feel like 15 years later, now my life is just a bunch of toys and a very angry wife a lot of times. But as far as like getting into reviewing, that just happened by pure happenstance. I ended up getting like one of the Grimlocks early again from Toys R Us, and I just did a comparison video, and I forget what happened. I think I bought another one from Eddie, and I said, hey, send me your logo and I can tell people I bought from you and I'll put it on the video, right? And then I sent him the video after, and he was like, oh, I like your style. Are you going to do this more? I was like, I just did it as a one-off because people were asking, hey, what's the difference between the US re-release of MP Grimlock and the older ones and stuff like that?
Good point.
And so I did a video because there are no videos out there, and I did it, and he liked it. And he's like, if you want to keep doing that, I'm happy to sponsor you, get you a discount. And I was like, discount? Free toys? All right, cool.
There you go.
That was it. And then, and as far as the transition to live stream, I think everyone at some point has experienced burnout in their love of collecting or any of their hobbies. And I was killing myself doing reviews, like 3 or 4 a week on average for like a year. And I just got burnt out. And then the real love started coming from when I started doing live streams and the chatter days and stuff like that. And I just realized not only is it way less work, I was just having way more fun. And the engagement and the conversations that are having in the chat and the jokes that they're making my way and the jokes I'm hitting back the other way. That is what really kind of, it was like my second win, my midlife crisis rejuvenation kind of thing. And I'm never going back, like ever. I'm never going back. Even having to do the official manuals and pre-recording those, I hate doing those. I hate it.
Yeah, man. Well, talk about that a little bit. How did you get hooked up with MMC? And how did you start doing the instruction?
Asian Connection.
Asian secret.
So really through Eddie. So Eddie is friends with, ages 3 and up, Boris and them up in Canada. And then they knew, all of these, third-party manufacturers, they're all Asian, and so Chinese mostly. And so when I started helping out at Eddie at the shows, like the TF cons and stuff like that, I just organically got introduced to like the Fans Project and other folks, and they just started, just started saying, "Hey, man, we should start working together." And again, since organically people started liking the way I do transformations and that I did them both ways, like a lot of times I freaking hated it when I would get a figure and I want to transform it and I didn't have instructions going back. And you had to go through like 28 reviews to try to find one that does it the other way. So I said, if I do this, I'm going to make sure that I do both ways, even though it makes it way longer. And especially with triple changers, liners, it just makes them super long. But it was just one of those things that I wanted to always do that. And then again, just from being kind of known about that, that's why MMC asked me if I wanted to start doing that. If you remember the first video that they have up that's on their channel that I did, they made me wear these white gloves.
I remember.
Really?
And the funny part of it is, it was like 3 sizes too small. Like they're like, "Oh, we sent you a large." I'm like, maybe Asian large, just like I'm like, these are small. I wonder what the condom sizes are like over there, man.
Oh, wow.
I've never been a large in the U.S., but I need to start ordering from Asia and start feeling better about myself.
Exactly. No,
But
that's hilarious.
yeah, so that's how it all started, and I mean, just kept going like that. And then some other companies reached out to me, like Iron Factory reached out to me for a bit, and I was doing their stuff, and then they just stopped sending me stuff, so I stopped. I still actually own their American channel because they never started one, so I started one for them, and then they've never asked for it when they stopped contacting me. So
Really?
I should just throw up some random stuff on there to on their
Just
channel,
to get their
ruin their
attention.
reputation. Right?
Yeah.
Give me a couple of dollars and it's all yours. No, so I mean, but you have built a pretty good community, and when I think about community and on as far as YouTube reviewers, I think about yourself. I think about the Bobby Skull Faces. Even as though MGO doesn't really communicate with his fans and stuff like that. I mean, he's built a large following, and we go to you guys, not Bobby so much. Love Bobby, that's my dude, know him personally. For transformation, we come to you and we go to the MGOs, or we'll go to even Sony. Sony's my man. I love Sony. I'll go to Sony for that. Bobby, we just know we getting the unadulterated truth from a person who is kind of ham-handed. So how did you guys go about building that community, man? How was that for you? I know you got mods such as T-Man, and even Rusty helps you with the chatter days.
Yeah, I mean,
stuff like that.
I think it all started again because the chatter day stuff. I started wanting to see more, regular folks' opinions instead of just all the reviewers, and I think with the live stream, I loved hearing opinions that were not, somebody. It was just a regular Joe. Like everyone
Like
had
issues
different
with
opinions.
knee screws and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, right. We need to get to the heart of the matter. But that, and I think more recently the Discord that I started. I love my Discord. Like at first, I was like really kind of trying to force the community to go to the Discord, and I've realized like it doesn't have to be a large number. It just has to be a group of good people that want to talk about random stuff. So we have all sorts of channels in there that have nothing to do with Transformers. We got one that's like Get Swole, which Eric, you should probably get in on that because I see
Appreciate you, bro.
Look at that. Dang, right? So we talk about that and TV shows and all that stuff. And when even more recently, when I took a very long hiatus again, due to personal stuff, work stuff, and vacations and stuff like that, the Discord's still going. Like without me posting reviews, it's now what you kind of hope for when you build a community. And I'm sure you guys have that with Robo Collectors. You want it to be bigger than just the people who started it. You want it to be able to live on and not have you be like the guiding hand that makes everything run. Like I don't feel like I have to be in there every day trying to push conversations. They're just people that organically do it. I do want to thank Ridiculous Badger. He's my mod.
He's the man.
I love him. He knows so much about that stuff. He's always also being very forward thinking. Like the other day, he was like, "Hey, Pig, do you want to do some like community things like a watch party together or something like that?"
Jeopardy.
I'm like, yeah, like things that I don't even think of. I love people who are like that. So just surrounding yourself with good people that are is the easiest way to do that. And so I'm very lucky in that in that sense.
Cool.
Yeah,
man.
I like the fact that you're. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I like the fact that you actually tap in to what's going on. You tap in with the community.
Yeah.
To your point, MGO, I don't feel like he taps in the community as well as some of you all do, like you, Sony, Bobby,
Sony's really good about
all
that.
of all of y'all are really good at doing that and engaging the people that really loves what you do, which is why I gravitate to you all, because it's like I can literally sit with you when we have these conventions and we hang out, we have these hangouts and can actually dialogue with you some of the things that you have as a common interest alongside with me. So I really appreciate that and what you all bring to the community overall. And I think that's something that, everyone should be thinking about, especially when you're doing live chats and you want to do super chats and start charging people to ask you a question. And I'm like, I'm not into that. So, it's just like, y'all don't do that. And it's just like, I appreciate that. But if y'all were to do that, I would do that for y'all because I know how tapped into the community you really are. You're not just in it for the money and all that type of stuff. So I appreciate
it's funny
that.
you mentioned the super chats because we had an ongoing joke. It was like a running insider thing. Like I was complaining about people asking for all the different comparisons and me having to go to my shelf. So I was like, there's $1.99 now. So people like Anthony Brown, he always donates $1.99. So he does a sprint, always has
Yeah, Anthony's, that's my dude.
Yeah, I love him. But one new, I don't really think about it, but like a new viewer said, "Oh, you charge $1.99 to do a comparison? That's disgusting." And it's like, oh man, I totally forgot. It's like inside jokes. Don't
sometimes
for
the
new
you gotta
people.
remind people.
So I try to be more mindful of that. And I also say, I'm just privileged that I don't need to work off of that. So I always say, please don't ever feel the need to donate. I'd rather you save it for this already expensive hobby that we have. I appreciate it. I'd rather you just like and leave a comment or chat it up than even donate $1 or 99 cents. Like I really don't do it for any of that. It's so funny. One of the chatter days, I did an Ask Me Anything, and I showed exactly how much I make on my YouTube, and my community is super small, right? So, it's not like we're killing it. Like I was being very transparent about how little I made and how it's not a needle mover for me, that I just do it for the love of it. Conversely, when I don't do it, when I'm going along hiatuses, I'm not doing it because I don't love it, not because I'm not getting money from it, right? So
it's not like people are making several $1,000s a month. I mean, there's some people that may, I don't know, but I know most people are not making several $1,000s a month in this thing.
Unless you're like one of the big ones where that has like hundreds of thousands of subs, and maybe you find something.
I mean,
we're all in this community. Like Transformers is a worldwide well-known brand, but our collecting community is still very, very, very
it's still niche. Like it is still niche among collectors anyway, right? And like Jobby, and again I'll bring up Jobby just because I looked at him yesterday, and he has 580 some odd thousand followers, right? But I guarantee you he makes his money from sponsorships.
Yeah.
Right. That's where he makes his money, right? He's making his money from sponsorships, not from what YouTube is paying him for his views. Anyway, you can work it whatever way you want.
It's one of the things I actually really like, and which I wish would kind of bleed into the shows, right? Is that you see these YouTubers acting as if this is a community, and you see them helping each other out. You've got TM Reviews, who Sony, who helps Bobby and has his show with Bobby, and he helps with Pake, and you have T-Man on Pake who helps him out, and everyone helps each other out back and forth, and that is a community of reviewers all doing kind of the same thing on YouTube, but they're helping each other out because they realize that this is a community. And you know what? For the off chance that one of the showrunners, out there is listening, you shows should be acting the same way. You shouldn't be attempting to cock block each other for.
Again, it's not like anybody is making thousands and thousands. No one's making big money in this, man. And it's not even about that. Like if you're doing it for the love of the community and the love for the shows, then do it for that. Don't do it for the clout, because it's not. Listen, that crown that you're making is a crown that is fake. So it's not gonna hold itself up, man.
And I really like that too, because back in the day we would do we started doing the reviewer roundtable at TFCon, which I love doing, like with Madhouse and stuff like that. It was like their idea. We had Piog one time, we had Bobby on one time. So it's just nice because no one's. Oh, and we also had Ben's Collectibles on one time. And
Shout out
it's
to
just nice
Ben.
because almost everyone that I've met in the reviewer community, specifically, not as well as the larger Transformers community, but especially the reviewers, like you said, Scott, none of them are trying to cutthroat each other or anything like that. We're all pretty much. Well, I will say that some people do. I know there's a kind of a love-hate for Prime versus Prime just because of how he gets some stuff from the factory very early.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I mean, he can do whatever. He can do what he does. But everyone that I've met personally has been super kind with it and generous with their time, and really just cool. Just want to talk it out, right? So. Bobby, I mean, when I first met him, he invited, because he's not that far from me either. I think he's like an hour and a half north of me, going to the barbecue. So welcoming, his wife, and like the brunch that they do the next day and everything like that. So cool. So I really appreciate everyone.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Absolutely. You were going to say something, Rusty?
I mean, I was just going to say, like, that's, I just speaking as a reviewer, right? That was the same thing I felt when I started out, right? And I started reaching out to people like Paik. I joined Bobby's Patreon, right, to get into the Zoom calls, right? And that's where you get a real sense of community. And who else did I connect with? Sony. I connected with Sony at one point. Anyway, there were several reviewers, and it was more of a, like, you could get that sense of community from the fact that it wasn't like reaching out to another reviewer, you would suddenly get smacked down for what are you doing talking to me, right? Like I put the work in, I built myself up. Why would I help you? It was the exact opposite. It was we would exchange ideas, like, hey, like how could we make things better? Like, what is the community interested in? Stuff like that. And that sense too, like Paik alluded to. So helping each other out, right? So when Paik said that he wanted to do his Chatterday channel, right, to bring other members of the community in, I think Anthony and I were the first two that jumped in and said, hey, like, we're on board with this with you. If you need anything, let us know. We'd love to be, help you out, be on the episodes, and then he started laying out what his idea was, right? Like, it wasn't just like this, right, where it was like a set cast. He wanted to bring in whoever, right? And then both Anthony and I were like, hey, we'd love to help you organize these things. What do you need? And the Discord idea came up and all this stuff, right? So the reviewer, the collecting reviewer community is way different than a lot of other reviewer communities out there, because I delved into the whole gaming side of things for a very short period of time. And I immediately got out because it's so toxic. On that
even
side,
more
like
toxic than Transformers.
Oh man, like you can't, like we have disagreements, you know what I mean, about, right, we joke about the fans boys and all that stuff, right? But
what movie qualifies as a masterpiece,
right? That as well, that was a separate conversation that will anyway. So but man, you get into the gaming community and you like write on Twitch and this and that, right? To go, hey, like, I'd like to collaborate. Hey, like, how did you do this? Hey, and they just they'll basically like threaten your firstborn child. Why are you talking? Like, why would I help you? Why would I possibly, right? I have 100,000.
Clearly, these guys are toxic
followers.
enough.
Why
that
would
they
I
hear
help you just starting out? And I'm going, but didn't you start somewhere?
They're toxic enough. They hear Rusty talking bad about them, and they start touching his internet.
Anyway, go ahead.
No, look at his video still catching up. That is funny. The Canadians' Wi-Fi sucks right now.
Right?
But, hey man, so
did that happen? Am I messed up right now?
Yeah, you robot.
It's still happening.
Yeah, we can barely. You're not moving at all, and we can't hear
Not
you.
at all.
Uh-oh.
So, Paik, I'm gonna ask you, man. By you being again a person that has your own community, outside of Discord, what is your favorite platform for social media?
Oh, outside of Discord, I honestly don't do a lot of social media nowadays. I did do Facebook just for, like, I almost never post on anywhere, to be perfectly frank. just personally, it's just I don't put myself out there a lot. So like it's funny, people come to like, because I have Pig for Life as my handle everywhere, but they're not always about reviews. And some people will like follow me on Instagram, and I have like nothing related to Transformers there. So outside, I mean, Discord is really the only place I do a lot of stuff nowadays. I do like YouTube in terms of like consumption, like especially shorts. I don't do TikTok. I don't do most of the small form stuff except YouTube. And I've always been terrible about Twitter/X. The only reason I was using that is I had like an if this then that widget set up so that if I posted something on YouTube, it would automatically tweet it out. But ever since they broke that, like I'm never on Twitter either. So I don't really do anything nowadays. Just Discord pretty much.
Fair enough. Well, I only got a few more questions left, man, before we get out of here. So I'll save mine to the end. Anybody else got any more questions before we get ready to get up out of here?
So your platforms are your platforms are Facebook. You say Facebook, some Instagram, definitely Discord. You got
I think Discord is
Twitter.
easily the one that I use the most nowadays, besides YouTube, obviously, which or is really only for my content,
right? And
like
YouTube, only.
Yeah, I mean Discord. I would love if everybody would join the Discord because it's just a cool bunch of people. We've only had like a couple of folks that we've had to deal with just because. And I think for a long time, I think until earlier this year, we only had one rule, and it literally was the only rule I posted. It was just be cool to each other, and that lasted for a very long time until it grew to a decent size where sometimes we had to put rules in, but yeah.
So you have come into moderation issues.
We have a mod team now, like led by Ridiculous, but then there's a whole bunch of volunteers like Baker Jin and some other folks that are part of the team there, and they're great. Like again, they run a tight ship. I'll come back and they'll be like, we've already handled this person. We gave them strikes and everything like that, and we formalized that. And so whenever there's like bots and stuff like that, they're always on it. So cool. I think the coolest thing about that, though, the Discord is just one of the coolest things that I like is we put up a deals alert section. So as you know, it's Prime Day today and tomorrow. So posted up a bunch of deals. People just share a bunch of deals that are happening. And one of my kind of nicknames in my personal life is they call me Deals at Work, because I'll send out random deals to random stuff. I'll be like, there's a 5-pack of Dawn's like spray wash for only $11 today. Or all sorts of random stuff, right? Like, I also do national days at work. So I'm like, it's National Pizza Day. Check out your local pizza place. They have discounts everywhere, right? So I love like deal hunting and sharing deals. So I used to do that a lot more on Facebook, but again, I basically just keep that all on Discord.
Man, Peg, it's a wonder you not fat and broke. You talking about all these deals? Well, Derek did say that you have a OnlyFans, and you let that one pass by. So I'm pretty sure that's out there somewhere, guys. Find Peg's OnlyFans.
It's called OnlyFans Toys, right?
OnlyFans Toys. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I was a little bit chubbier, but thanks to the Get Swole channel, we motivate each other.
I'm joining. I'm getting in there.
One of the guys recently just said that he lost like 40 pounds or something like that.
Holy smoke!
Awesome. Yeah. Well, how many pounds?
I just finished bulking, and I'm in a cut, and I've lost 6 pounds in about 2.5 weeks. So
wow,
doing all right.
So he said he lost 22 pounds since he started counting calories, which was like 2 months ago, which is great.
That'll do it.
Nice.
And it help you understand what you're putting in your body, man, for sure.
Yeah,
1000%.
And then we were helping out other people who are like, "Hey, I don't know what to do. Like, what can I get started with? I only have dumbbells." And I think one of the coolest things is that Anthony Brown's really active in that. Also, Shiro Kuro, and they're just really cool because they also help with like kind of the mental aspect. Like, hey, man, don't kill yourself. As long as you're feeling good about yourself and you're better than you were yesterday. That's all that matters. Don't go chasing like the scale, and don't go chasing PRs and stuff like that. Just try to be better than yesterday. And if you're better than you are yesterday, then at some point you're going to be
That's
where
a
you
win.
want to be, right? So
Yep, man. One day at a time. That's the only way you can eat an elephant, man, is one bite at a time, dude.
one body, yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Scott, you got anything else for Fake?
No, I think you covered it. It's honestly, I watch a lot of your YouTubes. I'm not on your Discord yet, but your personality here is to me is it's even more vibrant than on your YouTube. So it was kind of cool to get to know you a little bit better, and I look forward to seeing you in Baltimore.
Yeah, a lot of people say that when I'm like on TM's, like Sony's Transformers News Live, they're like, "Man, Pig is brutal. He's just so mean." I'm gonna put out there. If I'm mean to you, that means I'm comfortable and I like you enough. Otherwise, I'm pretty formal. That's why I've been mostly mean to.
I tell these guys all the time, man. If I'm not razzing you, I'm not loving you, man.
Yeah,
that's just the way it is in our house.
Yeah. I mean, so that the fact that I can joke with you all here just shows how comfortable I am. And again, it's just that camaraderie we have makes it a lot easier for all of that. So Rusty, just take that as a compliment that the more I make fun of you, the more I love you. Okay.
It's all good, brother. I know you and I have known each other for a little bit now, and it's I was happy that you were throwing the jabs at me, so I appreciate you.
No doubt.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
well, I got two
how
more.
about we flip it around? How come I can't ask you guys some questions?
You can. You absolutely
Yeah,
can.
go for it.
Go for it.
So Rusty, why exactly are you on a Transformers podcast?
I should have known.
Well, so I asked you if I could join you, and you said no, so I had to go somewhere else.
Second fiddle. Dang.
Wow.
Dang.
That does sound like something I would say.
So what were sloppy seconds, Rusty? What the heck?
Right.
Also, Sony shut me down too, so you guys are actually third in line.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it sounds like something.
Bye, Felicia. See ya. Bye,
Technical difficulty.
Bye bye.
We live in a right to work state, and
Jesus Christ.
All right, let me ask one for Scott here. Scott, first, where are you located?
I'm in Texas now.
He's in Texas now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Dallas?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually gonna be in Dallas in like 2 weeks.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
there with
coming
my
down for
family
business?
for only a couple days, like Saturday morning until Monday evening. But
Okay.
But I'll be around. Maybe if I have some free time, I'll hit you up. So
Yeah.
Now, Peg, ask him where he's from originally.
yeah, where are you from originally? You're gonna say Canada?
Well, I just moved down here from Nebraska, but I'm originally from Minnesota.
Oh,
Minnesota?
That's Canada Light. That's Canada Light.
That's
Minnesota.
Yeah. Yeah, Minnesota.
Yeah, so that's how we make fun of Mexico and Canada being like the 51st state. You're like the whatever province of Canada. I don't even know how many provinces there are. How many provinces there are, Rusty?
Is it 9?
Seriously?
9
You don't know how many provinces there are? I know how many states there are. I want you to know how many provinces there are.
Because
Isn't it
America's
9
the
or is
best
it
thing.
13?
Nobody cares about Canada.
Jesus, here
I
we
forget
go.
which one it is.
I don't even know who the prime minister is.
You don't really?
No one.
We used
Why do we
to
need
be
it,
the
though?
good-looking guy. The good-looking guy.
Still is.
Still is?
Yeah.
Still is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Trudeau.
that's him. You got it.
Yeah.
Well
Yeah,
done.
I like Trudeau.
You get a pass.
All right. Well, Scott, of the 3 places you've lived, where do you prefer? Which of those places have you lived in? Minnesota, Nebraska, and Texas? Which one has like the strongest community as far as collecting right now?
That's a great question. Peg. Man, you coming back as a guest host?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've lived in Seattle and Nepal as well, and of all of those places, I would say Texas probably has the biggest community that I know.
Really?
And it's really and it's
Everything's
nice.
bigger in Texas.
I mean, part of that is because I've been in this for a long time. I used to admin on AllSpark, and one of my fellow admins is here in Dallas, and so he's kind of hooked me into that community because this is the second stint in Dallas Fort Worth that I've had over my life. So, but yeah, this is Dallas. Dallas is great.
Oh,
that,
I, was
for
gonna, I
that.
thought it was gonna be a curveball and say Nepal has a sick Transformers community. The Sherpas there,
Yeah.
they get all the Fans Toy stuff early.
Yeah.
All right, let me switch it around. So Derek, I feel like I know I've heard from you the least so far. So where are you located?
I'm right in the next state next to you. I'm in Maryland.
Maryland. That's where I grew up. Where in
Yeah.
Maryland?
I'm in Upper Marlboro.
Upper Marlboro. I'm from
Yep.
Waldorf.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
Waldorf.
crazy.
I used to
Right.
live in Upper Marlboro.
Yo.
Upper
That
Marlboro.
explains so much.
One of my
Huh?
favorite chicken places is up there. If I say it, I'm sure you know it.
You
Yeah,
said your
you'll just
favorite
be
chicken
judged.
places?
You'll just be judged.
Favorite chicken sandwich.
Oh, favorite chicken sandwich. What, Chick-fil-A? Yeah,
No, come on, man.
no.
Come on,
Let me
man.
see. Let me think about it. Popeyes had it on lock for a while, but let me
Nah,
The
bro.
local
He's
place.
talking about local.
It's like a smaller chain.
Are you talking about the one that got the good chicken and waffles fake? Is Miss what's the thing?
No,
in
maybe-
Upper Marlboro?
Yeah, it's Golden Skillet. Do you know what Golden Skillet is?
Oh, that's not Upper Marlboro though. That's
I mean, that's basically
Well, he said
that's
Maryland.
basically Upper Marlboro. Where is that? Take Forestville or?
it's as a matter of fact, yes, that is Forestville. That's
pretty
way different from Upper Marlboro.
close. Well,
let's
come on,
see.
it's not that.
Oh,
far.
Jeremiah said, he
In-
said
in that
Upper
area-
Marlboro, look. Upper Marlboro is the suburbs. Forestville is the hood. So that's how
Oh.
different that's in. Yeah, that's
"Man,
why I was like,
that
Upper
chicken's so
Marlboro.
good. That's why that
Yeah.
chicken's so good.
In
Right.
that-
All the soul food stuff is in Forestville. It really is. So
It technically, I just looked it up. It is in Forestville, but they have the best chicken sandwich ever.
mm.
Oh, they got
I'm
the
gonna-
sesame seed bun. You got to have the sesame seed bun, and they got the sweet pickles on there. So
Mhm.
I guess my question for you is:
Roaming
next time
rooster,
I'm in Upper Marlboro, what kind of hood food do I need to get?
Nah, you need to get out of Upper Marlboro. You ain't gonna get it.
All right, well,
Yeah.
Forestville.
You're gonna have to go to look. I'm gonna tell you. I can tell you where to get some good chicken wings and some mumble sauce.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Lenny's, and that's in Kenilworth.
Hey man, you got to take me down there when I get down there, bro.
Dude, I already got. We can definitely do that when you come down in November.
Yeah, I'll
But
be
yeah,
down there
man,
early
Lenny's
Friday.
is where I get my wings. I
Lenny's
don't
and
go
John's
nowhere
Subs?
else. Huh?
Lenny's and John Subs. Is that it?
No. It's Lenny's Carryout. It's a carryout in Kenilworth, Maryland. Yeah. So
You're gonna have to coordinate, Eric, because we're down there early.
Oh, yeah,
Friday
so-
as well.
All right,
Yep.
bet it
Bro.
up. Bet it up.
You know this
Boy,
place is good when it's
See, we'll
got
see.
2.4 stars on Yelp.
Oh yeah.
come on,
The
hey yo.
service is trash, but the food's gotta
I'm
be
not
great.
being serious.
Hey, it's the hood. You can't please the hood. You know, it's that's how you know it's the hood. You know, and the
know.
food is the bomb, but they don't
Yeah.
want to say nothing about it
Yeah,
because
but
they
I
want to
was gonna
keep
say
it. They
the-
want to keep it reserved for them.
the-
I
the-
grew up
the-
over there.
The funny thing is though that the Google score is like over 4 stars, so
Mhm.
you know.
Food's
Yeah, you gotta be
good,
really
bro.
careful
The
at
hood
Yelp.
people don't know Yelp.
Really
They know
careful at
Google,
Yelp.
so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yelp
trust.
is-
I'm gonna trust
yeah.
you, Derek, on that because I love me
Yeah.
some mambo sauce.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
figure something
man,
out.
dude. And that's the only. And you know, they now sell mumbo sauce in the stores now. Ain't the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, it's
Ain't
not.
the same. I'm just like,
not.
nah. I need it.
What is
Homemade.
it called? I forget what the brand is. It's like, but it has like the DC stars. And,
Yeah. It's I know what you're talking about. I just can't remember the name of it right there. I actually got a bottle upstairs that I tried. It's been sitting in there for a while. I need to throw it away because I ain't using it. Because it was just like, nah, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'll literally get a pint from Lenny's and get it that way, and that way I have my mumbo sauce whenever I make wings here. So,
That's
but yeah, but then no, they have the big wings, the big wings,
the full
So,
wings.
the full wings, yeah. They do
Yeah.
full wings. They don't do the drumettes
Drumettes
and flats, yeah. So
If
What?
you happen
Did-
nah,
to,
hey,
Did
when y'all come down, next time y'all
come.
come down this way, I'm hooking y'all up.
Yeah.
if you happen to be in DC, roaming
Be prepared
rooster
for be prepared for
chicken
your cheat
sandwich.
day, Eric.
Oh,
So
Jedi Mindset knows about Big Skillet sandwich.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
down there. He's down there.
Mhm. Yeah, he's down here too.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, see, he knows. He
Mhm.
knows.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So-
that was not a collecting question, but that was well worth the time asking. All right,
Yeah,
Eric.
yeah. Yeah.
Eric,
What up,
all right,
Brody?
man. So let me see those arms again. I want to see. I'm going to ask you about your workout routine. All right. How many bicep?
Oh, you said
exercises
Eric.
you
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
So as far as my bicep exercise, I have a circuit that I put together. So I do 3 sets of 12 hammer curls, 3 sets of 12 alternating curls. That's between 40 and 45 pounds. I do lawnmower curls, or what some people will call standing rows. So I do that for my triceps. And then I'll also do dips for my biceps. And then I will do the bench incline to help with my biceps and my chest. But I do all that in a circuit, and it normally takes me like 25 minutes to get through everything.
What?
Also
25 minutes to do? How many exercises? You rattle off 5 and you do 3 sets of 12?
Yeah, and that's also with the dips, and also I do barbell curls behind me for my forearms, and then I'll also do like there's a forearm machine there.
Oh,
so
gotcha,
it's
gotcha.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exercises, and I knock them out in about 25 minutes. Then when I'm done, I do preacher curls, and then I do tricep push downs, and then that's it. That's my arm day all day.
Dang, you said arm day, but you're doing like dips and incline as part of your arm day. I mean,
yeah. So you got to add a little bit of chest there, but anytime you work your biceps, your chest, you're gonna work your biceps, right? Because you're pushing. And then my dips, if you do your dips straight up and down, then you're working your arms.
Yeah.
And if you're leaning forward, then you're working your arms and your chest. So
yeah, I usually do the leaning forward one, but I'm actually in my workout clothes right now because I injured my rotator cuff.
Oh man,
the other month, so I'm in PT right now, so I haven't been able to lift.
Oh
3 weeks. It
Ooh,
sucks.
that burns.
I'm trying to sneak it in, and they're like, "Don't do that."
Don't do it. You gonna make it worse. Don't do that.
All about
for
that.
sure.
I do.
But hey, maybe
I do half of what Eric does.
I don't do any of what Eric does. In fact, I'm sweating.
But
I'm sweating just listening to this conversation. That's what's happening here.
Right.
Man, we got a health and
but I don't get the results that Eric gets because I like wings too much. So
when you see, who's what Anthony Brown said. You know who's sneaky swole?
Who that?
Eddie, Toy Dojo Eddie. He's sneaky.
Really?
He's small.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, he got the Bruce Lee going on. No offense, but
he's short, but he's
he cut, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, I dig it, man. Me and my boy Jose kind of started working out together. You know Jose Diaz, maybe you know him, a lot of people here know him. So we started working out like 4 years ago now, man, and it's just been ever since, man. So if you guys are looking for a workout group outside of PIX Discord, come check us out. Realm Health and Fitness, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
What? Where's that?
It's in the. Are you in the ROC group, in the Realm of Collectors group?
Yeah, on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll shoot you an invite to that group specifically. You want it on your personal or the other one? You want the pick for life or the
personal? Yeah, it would be personal.
I got you. I didn't want to dox you, but I know what it is.
Capital City Mumbo Sauce. That's right. That's what it was called. Capital City Mumbo Sauce. I know that had nothing to do with what y'all was just talking about, but Capital City Mumbo Sauce. Yeah, it's not. It's good as a franchise, and I'm glad they're doing well, but nothing beats that Lenny's for me.
Well, I'm gonna check it out. There we go. I just sent you an invite to it. You're good to go.
All right, cool. Yeah, thanks for letting me turn the tables. I also like to make sure that I'm not just popping in, doing my thing. Want to get to know you guys as well, because
no doubt, man. No doubt. We appreciate you being here, man. And I think that's a good spot to go ahead and get ready to take us out, man. So we'll go around StreamYard, get some shout outs from where you're at, and we'll take us out of here. But let's start with our special guest. First and foremost, again, thank you for joining us, man. I know Tuesdays nights are not easy for everybody. So thank you for coming out. Thank you for Rusty for sending the shout out and the hoping you get on. So why don't you tell people where they can find you, give your shout outs, and we'll get out of here.
Yeah, just on YouTube, really, Pick for Life. And then if you go to my YouTube, any of my most recent videos have a link to my Discord. That's really where I try to push people most, just because it's a fun community. And again, that's what I've been mostly focusing on lately, as opposed to, getting more subscribers, just trying to build out more of the community and having a place where people can talk and, feel like they can talk about random stuff. We talk about all sorts of different things. So check me out there. I also have a Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that, but don't worry about those. Those are basically inactive. So just check me out on YouTube and Discord.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Before Scotty falls asleep over there in this chair, let's get Scotty.
Oh,
man.
Fall asleep. Scott Marble on Facebook, Xbane Reese X on Instagram, here every other Tuesday, occasionally guest appearing on our every other Wednesday Shelf Gravies, and that's about all the social.
Yo, I got a question. What is this X Bane Reese? Because it's Reese Bane X or something on something else. So help me understand it.
I just, a very long time ago in the land of AOL, I had the screen name of Bane Reese, and so I've used it throughout the years, and sometimes I've used it so many times, and I've lost an account, and I can't remake it or reclaim that account, and so then I have to like go in and like do a modification.
Modify it.
So, yeah.
Chat squad, let me ask you, man, if you from the AOL days, what does ASL mean? What does ASL mean?
Oh,
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Pick for Life actually was, and I still have the email. My it's basically what my sign up email is for anything, any account, because I don't want it to go into my Gmail.
Yeah.
So Pick for Life at AOL, and I got that name because I was a WWF. WCW fans.
WCW,
NWO fan.
NWO for
Oh,
life.
live.
Oh
Yeah.
my lord! Not another one.
What, you're not wrestling fans?
Yeah. My
These
Hey, are
guys
you
not
watching-
me.
I asked this earlier. You watching the Mr. McMahon series on Netflix there, Pake? Have you checked that
I
out yet?
haven't started that yet, but I do want
It's
to watch
decent.
I'm waiting.
It's
I'm
decent.
waiting.
it.
It's
Yeah.
good.
I am definitely waiting.
No,
Yeah.
but we do have our wrestling channel. on my
Wrestling?
Discord.
Yeah, there's a wrestling channel in the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Anthony Brown cares about everything. Like he has
He's
he's
in it.
got a
Yeah,
belt. Which one
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah.
it's
Well, you
his
gotta see the
50-year-old belt.
It's
That's what it
actually
is.
pretty interesting. You should have seen his birthday entrance, bro. Like,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
did that.
It was really good.
I'm the champ. I'm still the champ.
What? 50? Really?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
turned 50,
buddy.
bro.
Yep,
Oh,
just turned 50. This is one of my gifts.
that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's
He
sick.
got a great significant other, man. She hooked him up. We did the whole bloodline entrance for his
No
party.
way!
Yeah, it's good.
Check
Good.
my
Go check it out.
Check on my
You
page.
know it.
Check on my Facebook
we got
page.
it
You
there.
on?
We got it.
You
there.
on it? So, yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Oh,
All right, Rusty.
I am the Rusty Mechanic. You can find me on all your social media platforms, including YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Reddit. And I have a new channel that I started called The Rusty Mechanic Drives, all about all my motorsport adventures, which unfortunately is winding down right now as it is the end of the season. But please go ahead and give me a like and subscribe over there, and I will pick it up at the beginning of next season. I am not on Twitch anymore, as I talked about earlier. I have dropped the whole gaming thing. You gamers are assholes.
Not all of us.
Not all of you, but some of you.
Yeah, man. Derek, what about you?
Derek Bigsby on your Book of Faces. You can find me on Instagram as Derek What B. You can also find me here every other Tuesday for Do You Even Transform, Bro? And you can find me also doing the Robot News on Into the Realm on Monday nights.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you again on that, man. And then before
Thank you.
we actually turn off the lights for the night, Rusty, tell us who was in the chat.
In the chat this evening, we had Ricky. Don't know where he went, though. He disappeared pretty quick. We had Jedi Mindset, Kenny A, Lou Farisi, Wolfie was in briefly, Project Bear, Void all evening, Jay Geeter, Dust showed up briefly, Dare 2727, Jeremy B popped in, Lowell Martins has been blowing up the chat all evening,
I know.
Ben Influence, last minute edition, and also Ash Bailey at the very end. That was our chat squad this evening. Thank you very much, guys and girls.
Yes, sir. And for me, you can find Eric B in your Facebook groups, Eric Burgess. You can find me on Instagram, Mr. _EDub82. That's typically where I do my toy photography at, guys. You can also find me and my wife and our board putting in work for Kennedy's Village, where we bridge the gap between sickle cell research and care. We had our video game night a few weeks back, guys. It was great. Had a good time. Great turnout. That fundraiser was awesome. But now we're getting ready for gears for the holiday season. So be on the lookout come November, where we'll start our toy drive and kick that off. But man, it's been a great night. I thank you guys for watching us. Thank you for viewing us after the fact. And until then, we out.
And before you go,
Oh Lord Jesus.
Sorry, Pete. Sorry, he does this thing. We let him do it. We go
It
ahead.
depends. We're gonna see. He
All
might
right.
get cut off tonight. What you got?
if you're going to do something tonight that you'll be sorry for tomorrow morning, sleep in.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Say it with me now. Really?